Redsoxs. Easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
Every business deserves a great deal. That's why, for a limited time, we're launching the Mobile Made Free event. With Comcast Business Internet, new and existing customers can get 1 year of unlimited mobile for free. Yep, you heard that right. An entire year, free. It's our best internet, powered by the next generation 10G network and with 99.9% reliability, plus 1 line of free mobile for a year. The Mobile Made Free event is happening now.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $600 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Offer ends 9/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 50 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Mobile offer requires 100 megabits per second internet and new unlimited intro mobile service.
Wendy's is open till midnight or later, so you can give in to the craving and go night mode. Now all of your favorite menu items just got their bedtime extended. You can get what you want even later, like the Baconator with 6 strips of bacon, or the perfect fries and frosty duo. If you're up later, then so are we. So go ahead and pull through the drive-thru. When the craving hits, go night mode at Wendy's. Open till midnight or later. All right, see ya later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary.
Can we make 10,000 thread count sheets?
For Lens Linens, staying in the comfort zone is never an option.
The maximum thread count we could possibly thread.
An industrial seamstress would make their sweet dreams come true.
I want it to feel like you're on a snowflake, on cotton candy, on marshmallows, on a cloud.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Summer is in full swing and hopefully you're enjoying it. If joint pain is making you anxious about getting in and out of the pool, walking on the beach, or playing in the waves, then it's time for you to make a change. Regenerative medicine is revolutionizing the way we address joint pain. Say goodbye to pain pills and invasive surgeries. Say hello to QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, the leader in regenerative medicine, offers advanced treatments to utilize your body's own healing power. Through highly concentrated healing agents that come from your own body, damaged joint tissue can be repaired naturally. It's a game changer. And people are experiencing remarkable results. No drugs, no downtime, just effective and long-lasting relief. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call QC Kinetics today for a complimentary consultation with their skilled medical professionals. Contact QC Kinetics now and discover how regenerative medicine can transform your life. Call 617-644-PAIN or visit QCkinetics.com. Reclaim your summer and make it the best one yet with QC Kinetics.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Royals getting set to open up a 4-game series over at Fenway Park. Trevor Story spoke before the game not too long ago, and we will play you some of that here in a moment as he is expected to return to the team tomorrow. But before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. It is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford.
Alex, certainly a tough weekend, but the reinforcements are very close starting tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, we got Trevor tomorrow, which is great. One of the best athletes in the sport, so we'll take care of him up here. You know, it's not like a full go play every day kind of thing, but the fact that he's going to be with us is huge. You know, this kid, defensively, he was one of the best shortstops in the league a few years ago. Offensively, you know, he can run the bases and hit the ball out of the ballpark, and it gives us balance too. A right-handed hitter that, you know, knows what he can do at the plate. So that's refreshing. There's a good chance we get Chris over the weekend, Gary Whitlock over the weekend. So things are trending in the right direction as far as health. You know, we just need to, you know, start playing better baseball and start gaining ground again.
Will Story be primarily a shortstop, or will he DH at times?
Primarily a shortstop, and whenever JT needs a blow, then we'll DH Trevor. But we feel good about it. We feel good about where he's at. He came in today, talked to me a little bit about the situation, and here's where we at.
How will you use Sale? Will he start and pitch a few innings, or will he go as deep as he can?
No, obviously we have to make sure we take care of him. So we have to take it easy with him. But he feels like here his innings are more important than down there in AAA or AA. So he's ready to go.
Well, certainly the bullpen has been used so much with the 2 bullpen games in a row, and now you've had to make another change.
Yeah, we got Lamed now. Demolson Lamed, he's hard throwing righty with a good slider. I think it gives us balance. We decided to designate for assignment Richard Blyer. It just didn't work out with us, and this is where we at roster-wise. So hopefully he can contribute and help us win some ball games.
But you should be pretty full tonight with Witkowski available.
Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, we got Schreiber, Wink, Marty, and Canley, who hasn't pitched in a while. I was joking with him yesterday, like he's been on vacation since San Francisco.
Well, certainly you'd like to have a closing situation. Will Christian Arroyo stay at Worcester? Will he stay in the organization?
Yeah, he's reporting to Worcester tomorrow.
That's good. Kansas City is here. We know what their record is, but they do have some talent, especially a kid with Boston ties, Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, very athletic team that they run the bases, they hit the ball out of the ballpark, and got some hard-throwing guys in the bullpen. They had a great week last week. They won 6 in a row. They went to Philly. They playing tough, lost 2 out of 3, but close games. So we just got to be ready. Right now for us, it really doesn't matter who we play. It's about us, and you've seen it throughout the season. Like when we play good defense and run the bases well, we give our chance a chance to win the ball games. When we didn't do that, we struggle.
Yeah, so you go back to that Braves series, maybe the highlight of the season, and you'd like to resurrect that.
Yeah, that's why Tommy, our head clubhouse guys, when in trouble, break the ice and bring the yellow. So hopefully the City Connects can help us out.
All right, well, Brian Bayo goes tonight, and he's pitched very well. He's had a few more home runs given up. Is that a matter of just missing location?
I think there's part of the equation, right? Part of 162 and then probably 30 starts at the big league level. And teams are going to make adjustments, but the fact of the matter is that he's going deep into the games, and that's what we need. And tonight is one of those nights that if he can give us 6, he's going to put us in a great spot to start off the week, and hopefully we can win the game.
Got about 102 innings. Is there going to be a limit on him as a young pitcher?
No, not really. We just got to make sure, whenever we can, just give him some rest like we always do. There's a reason he's pitching today and he didn't pitch yesterday. Most likely his next outing is in regular rest. The next one, he'll get an extra day of rest. So, it's kind of like a puzzle, right? Like, you have to take it piece by piece and be very, thoughtful about it. And he's a kid that obviously is important for us now, which is for this group the most important thing. But also he's important in the future, which is the most important thing, for the organization.
And what do we know about Cole Raggins, who seems to have a pretty good fastball from at least the strikeout numbers?
Really good fastball. He's one of those guys that stuff-wise is tough. He comes from a really good outing, the last one against the Mets, if I'm not mistaken. We just got to make sure we get him in the zone and put good swings on it, stay short, use the big part of the field. If we do that, we're going to be fine.
Good luck today, AC.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, there you go. Alex Cora with Joe Castiglione. Joe and Will have the call coming up here. First pitch at 7:10. Time now for the injury report presented by Catches Law Group. New England's personal injury pros since 1986. Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients, and you never pay unless Catches wins. Injured, schedule a free legal evaluation by calling 508-321-7000 or at catcheslaw.com. Of course, the big story of the day, Trevor Story will be activated tomorrow. Chris Sale is likely going to start on Friday. Garrett Whitlock is going to throw 3 innings for Worcester on Wednesday with the hope that he's going to be activated on Sunday in the bullpen. And Tanner Houck is expected to pitch Thursday in Worcester. So all those names that we've been hearing a lot about should all be returned to the big club pretty soon. But the first will be Trevor Story tomorrow. He spoke to members of the media earlier today, and one of the things he talked about was sort of what the schedule may look like, his playing time in the near future here for Trevor Story.
Yeah, I think, for me, we did a couple back-to-backs and, responding to them, and that's kind of the next thing now is the back-to-backs. So going every other day has been really good, and I think pushing the back-to-backs on to next week is kind of something that we're looking at, and so rather than go every other day and Worcester again, it was kind of my call to be like, I'm ready to go tomorrow and go every other day for at least this first week.
He had played 10 games in Worcester, and he played 3 games in Portland, so it's been 13 games as a bit of a tune-up, but it's not going to be back-to-back. But really, just any Trevor Story is better than, whether it be Pablo Reyes or Yu Chang or Urias. If they could sort of get Trevor Story in there every other day, maybe even DH a little bit, that is better, because a lot of people wanted him back for this series against Toronto. This was a pretty signature series, and yet the way the team went about it, maybe it wasn't. They had to use so many relievers, as we talked about with Bradford earlier. They decided not to move Bayo up. Still would have been normal rests rather than giving it an extra day. They didn't do that, and Trevor Story was still playing in the minors. However, a little bit of a positive spin put on the whole injury situation from Trevor Story.
And, it's ahead of schedule from where we originally thought. I think that's something to remember, too. I think the biggest thing that has stuck out to me is, it's almost like reliever style coming back from surgery, with the kind of the ups and downs and the flows of throwing and not throwing and back out there again. Those have been just kind of the little details of the rehab that you don't really see coming until you're in it. And so just adapting to those things, just really adapting to the game flow of it now. And I feel like I'm in a really good spot right now.
All right, so we'll see how it goes. Trevor Story is expected to be activated tomorrow, and we'll see what the playing time looks like with him and how Alex Cora decides. Really more like Trevor Story decides is what it sounds like. But my guess is shortstop tomorrow, then probably off on Wednesday, then maybe DH Thursday, and then off on Friday. We'll see. That's just my best guess. So the return of Trevor Story, the long-awaited return of Trevor Story tomorrow, and just in time, too, as they are 5 games out of the wild card with a couple of teams in between them. All right, we will get to our bet du jour, a look at the pitching matchup, the lineup, and a look around the scores from Major League Baseball today. All on the way next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Getting my groceries delivered through Instacart helps me make the most of my Sunday. My pancakes with the kids day, my whole family in their pajamas day, my no work, no school kind of day, my day to get everything I need delivered in as fast as an hour through Instacart. Less time shopping, more time Sundaying. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time, $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Easy listening goes all electric, and accelerating is
easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Are you the creative type? And you already know lots of cool things Photoshop can do, like create eye-popping images for social and gorgeous graphics for t-shirts and posters. But did you also know it can instantly turn a gray sky into a fiery sunset, change black and white to color in a click, or make anything in your photo magically disappear? Maybe you're wondering, can anyone use Photoshop to take images from ordinary to amazing? Nope, everyone can. Visit Photoshop.com and get started for free.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, driving range or drive-in theater, Saturday morning soccer or Sunday brunch, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going and keeps your engine running cleaner and smoother along the way. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Good to go. What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered to help you sleep 5 degrees cooler all night. Tired of nighttime overheating? No sweat. The Snow comes with a cool touch cover to provide a refreshing feel the moment you crawl into bed, plus heat delete bands to continuously push excess heat away, keeping you both at the perfect temperature for 12 plus hours. Kick night sweats out of bed with the new Snow mattress. Shop the Snow online or experience it in store. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox, who have lost 4 in a row, open up a 4-game series with the Kansas City Royals tonight at Fenway Park. Let's get our bet du jour out of the way. The bet du jour is brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. Like the Red Sox, sinking like a stone. I am 6 games under 500, 23-29. Ben comes in at 17-18. This is a big swing game for Ben here tonight. I will go first. I am going to go under 3.5 runs in the first 5 innings of Yankees White Sox, as you have Garrett Cole and Dylan Cease on the mound. I've realized I can't trust these bullpens. It's hard to pick a winner. So many times either I've picked Corbin Burns and his bullpen has blown it, or I've taken unders and both starters have dominated. So this one seems foolproof to me. I'm going under 3.5 Yankees and White Sox. Ben, what do you got?
I'm going back to a bet that I don't think I've ever won.
Nice.
But I keep having confidence in this guy. Spencer Strider over 9.5 strikeouts taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Nice.
Seems like I think whenever he picks it, he ends up half a strikeout.
Yep, he'll have 9.
But yeah, he's like 9 to like 13 strikeouts like every game. It seems like he's in that area.
Yeah, he's nasty.
So as long as he somehow can stay in the game for 6 innings,
that's it,
and keep it down, I feel like I'm guaranteed to hit this.
All right.
But
So those are 2 guaranteed winners right there. That's what we're looking at.
We're both turning around tonight, right here.
Also, good opportunity for you out there to take over 3.5 and under 9.5.
Yeah, parlay that and see what you get.
Probably going to do all right. The over-under in the Red Sox game tonight is 10, leading to tonight's pitching matchup. Brian Bayo versus lefty Cole Raggins. It's sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Bayo comes in 8-6 with a 3.79 ERA. So he's certainly been a positive throughout the entire year. Raggins 3-3 with a 4.33 earned run average. And you just heard Alex Cora talking with Joe Castiglione earlier about it. Got a great fastball, a lot of strikeouts there for Raggins. It is the right-handed lineup. There's a lot of righties in this lineup. It's brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. Both Jarren Duran and Alex Verdugo are going to sit at least to start for tonight's game, as Rob Refsnyder will be in center field leading off, followed by Masataka Yoshida in left field. Justin Turner is the DH batting third. Rafael Devers at third will clean up. Adam Duvall in right field tonight bats fifth. Then Tristan Casas at first. Luis Urias at second. Pablo Reyes at short. And Connor Wong is behind the plate once again for Brian Bayo. All right, time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And a few games going on right now. The Dodgers are holding on to a 13-7 lead over the Padres in the 9th inning. both Mookie Betts and Kike Hernandez with home runs. Kike Hernandez getting the start at third for the Dodgers, and he has gone yard, as has Mookie Betts. Marlins leading the Reds 1-0 in the second inning. Twins up 4-0 on the Tigers in the first. Tigers will be in Fenway Park on Friday. Rest of the games, you have the Braves and the Pirates, as Ben mentioned. Spencer Strider on the mound, who's 12-3 with a 3.61 ERA for the best team in baseball. Cubs and Mets. Cubs holding on to one of those wild card spots right now in the National League. Pretty interesting National League wild card race, as some of the teams are just dropping games like crazy. The Cincinnati Reds have lost 6 in a row. The Diamondbacks have lost 6 in a row, and the Marlins have lost 4 in a row. And yet they are all either tied for a wild card spot, or the Diamondbacks are a game and a half out. Marlins are only half out, but those teams are falling. Right now, the wild card teams are the Giants, Phillies, and Cubs, if you haven't been paying attention to the National League race at this point. Blue Jays visit the Guardians, fresh off their sweep of the Red Sox. The Brewers are at home tonight against the Rockies. The Yankees and the White Sox, Garrett Cole, Dylan Cease. Cole 10-2 with a 2.64 ERA, on his way to winning the Cy Young, although it's going to be pretty competitive in the American League, I think. Dylan Cease, I thought was going to be in that conversation at the beginning of the year. He's not, with a 4.61 ERA and what is on a bad White Sox team. But how about the weekend for Tim Anderson? Holy smokes. One of the highlights of the season for baseball, as Tim Anderson tries to fight Jose Ramirez. And like a real fight, not like a base brawl where the guy's empty and then they kind of talk to each other and maybe there's like a push and then everybody kind of goes back to the bullpen or the dugout. This was a full-on he squared up. You've probably seen the highlight by now, but Tim Anderson for the White Sox squares up, like boxing style stance on Jose Ramirez, who just claps him once with a right hook to the chops. Anderson goes down. He then has to get scraped up off the field, and he kind of stumbles on his way out of there. So a terrible look for Tim Anderson, who I feel like just a couple of years ago was one of these great young players in the game. Things have gone down bad. He was really good in the shortened 2020 season. Looking up his stats now, he had 322 in that year. And then he was an all-star in 21 and an all-star in 22, hitting over 300 both years. This year, he's hitting 244, has 1 home run, and he got knocked out cold by Jose Ramirez. And on top of that, he gets suspended 6 games. I think Ramirez got 3 games, which I think is what you should do. Remember the old Blades of Steel? Blades of Steel for Nintendo, if you won the fight, you didn't go to the box. If you lost the fight, yeah, it's 5 minutes. That's a penalty. Or get out of here. So Tim Anderson lost the fight. He did start it. Like, Jose Ramirez didn't square up to him like he was about to, fight for the heavyweight title. Tim Anderson did, and now it's just this poor guy all weekend. It's just been memes and video clips and everything else nonstop. So he got suspended 6 games. He probably wishes it was 60 and just call it the year. Like, I'll see you guys in 2024. But yeah, always, like, I do enjoy the fight videos online when the guy who wants to fight the most is the guy that ends up getting knocked out. Anyway, that's my Tim Anderson story there. Also in the majors tonight, the Angels, who are like the Red Sox going in the complete opposite direction, they're taking on the Giants tonight out in Anaheim. The Angels have lost 6 in a row. So much for hey, we're keeping Ohtani. We have Lucas Giolito, Randall Grichuk, CJ Cron. Hasn't mattered, as the Angels are now a game under 500 and 7 out of the wild card. So what a drop that has been. Then the Rangers are in action against the A's late tonight. It's a 9:40 first pitch. And Phillies Nationals got postponed in Philadelphia. Xander Bogaerts, meanwhile, will give you our daily update on Bogaerts. 265 as he's putting up an offer in the game with the Padres today. Sitting on 11 home runs, 37 RBI, and a 730 OPS. So not a great year for Xander Bogaerts in year 1 of that mega deal with the San Diego Padres. All right, before we send it out to Fenway Park, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI Studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, that'll do it for us. For our producer, Ben Charleston, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will have the call of Red Sox and Royals coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
When you stay at a Vrbo, the host doesn't stay with you. Because a vacation home with a stranger sounds a little bit like a horror movie. Only whole vacation homes, always private. Book on the Vrbo app.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's Gresh here with Nikki H., who has dropped 50 pounds in 12 weeks on his countdown to success, dropping 80 with Awaken 180.
I dropped my son off this morning for summer camp. It's my first time dropping him off, but I saw a lot of people there that I'd worked in the basketball clinic, kind of one of the motivators that got things started. And one of the guys came up to me and he said, "Man, I've been waiting to see you. I haven't seen you, but I know that's you on the radio doing the Awaken 180 commercials." He said, "It took me a second here this morning because I had to do kind of a double look to make sure it was you." And then the things like, you look great. You're doing fantastic, those types of things. And people will find out on their own once they join the program or been on the program. Those things are all motivators. They're drivers.
You'll find motivation and encouragement everywhere while losing weight with Awaken 180. From your coaches to coworkers, people are genuinely excited to see you succeed. Reach your goal with the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Rich Keefe Show. Weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance. Planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up. Grand slam.
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fenway Park. Overcast skies here. We did have some drizzle earlier, but didn't amount to very much. The field was covered. Neither club had batting practice on the field. But we're going to start on time, and it looks dry as the Red Sox try to break a 4-game losing streak. They dropped 7 of 8, and they are last now in the AL East at 57 and 54. Half a game behind the Yankees and 5 behind Toronto for the third wild card. The Royals recently had a 7-game win streak. They won their 7 and then lost the last 2 in Philadelphia, so they've been on their best stretch of the season. They're 36 and 77. Only the Oakland Athletics have a worse record. So the Red Sox really have to make hay. Their next 10 games are against teams under 500. Red Sox will wear the City Connect yellow uniforms today. They're 21-4 with those on, so they hope that can change the luck a little bit. As Brian Bayo takes the mound, he'll be opposed by left-hander Cole Ragans, who was acquired in a trade with Texas for Aroldis Chapman. Fresh from winning the Kevin Stevens golf tournament down at Indian Lake in Kingston today, here's Will Fleming.
Thank you so much.
We'll hear
Joe.
a lot about this.
And we will not.
Your winning putt.
Listen.
Do you have video?
We don't. There was no video. There was no intent. I just hung around thinking it might matter. And I didn't know that it would beat your son necessarily, but...
By one stroke, right?
Yeah, if I'd known that, I would have probably missed it. The Red Sox are really in dire need of a big week and a big series, and it starts with these Royals here today. Michael Garcia in the Morgan & Morgan starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm, leads it off. He's the third baseman. Then Bobby Witt Jr. is the shortstop. He bats second. Michael Massey, who last summer in Kansas City had an enormous series against the Red Sox, he plays second base, and he bats third. M.J. Melendez, the DH, bats in the cleanup spot, and then Matt Beatty is the first baseman. He bats fifth. The catcher, Freddie Fermin, is in the sixth hole, and then Drew Waters, the switch-hitting right fielder, bats seventh. Dyrone Blanco is in left field. He bats eighth. And then Kyle Isbell, a left-handed hitting center fielder, bats ninth. They'll all see Brian Bayo, who, of course, comes in with an 8-6 record with a 3.79 ERA. The Red Sox could really use a good one from Bayo. The bullpen is worn thin. Bayo has not been really himself over his last 3 starts, and so Bayo will see the Royals here tonight. And the Red Sox, against the left-hander Ragans, will counter, as they so often do, with the right-handed hitting Rob Refsnyder. He leads off. He's in center field. Then Masataka Yoshida is the left fielder. He bats second. Justin Turner, the DH, bats third. Devers is the cleanup man. He hit the unbelievable homer yesterday to get the Red Sox back in the game, but that was all for the Sox offensively. He cleans up, does Devers. He's the third baseman. Adam Duvall in right field batting fifth. Tristan Casas is in the sixth hole, I should say. He is the first baseman. Luis Urias, who has actually been quite good for the Red Sox since joining the club, he is at second base batting seventh. Pablo Reyes is the shortstop batting eighth, and Connor Wong catches and he bats ninth. Brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. The Red Sox trying to sort of flip the script, turn their luck. In the City Connect yellow uniforms, they are waiting a little bit in the first base dugout. Connor Wong is ready to go, but seemingly nobody else is. Now Alex Cora gives the thumbs up, and now Brian Bayo will follow him out onto the diamond. He looks up to the heavens, and he is ready to go with the light blue glove. Devers, Reyes, Urias, and Casas follow him out, and then Yoshida, Refsnyder, and Duvall in the outfield. It's certainly an unusual lineup and defensive alignment for the Red Sox with the left-hander on the mound. Refsnyder getting the start in center field. And a big day for the Red Sox as they try to recalibrate after a three-game sweep at the hands of the Toronto Blue Jays. The Dodgers blasted away earlier today, beat the San Diego Padres 13-7. The Twins and the Tigers are underway, and Minnesota in the second inning has 7 runs up. They lead the Tigers. Rest of the activity will carry on later tonight. Toronto and Cleveland, the Yankees at the White Sox, and the Rays are off. Brian Bayo is on the mound tonight for the Red Sox with an 8-6 record of 3.79 ERA, making his 19th start, and over the last 3, he's just not been his usual dominant self, particularly in terms of the home run ball. 5 home runs allowed over his last 16 innings pitched. And the Red Sox will turn to the man with 102 innings pitched this season, 15 home runs, only 43 earned runs, with 89 strikeouts and 29 walks. He has adopted a baby blue glove wearing the number 66 on the back of his yellow jersey. He's ready to go. So are the Red Sox, as Luis Urias is sort of adopting the City Connect vibe. He's got the pants at the knees, the yellow knees, yellow stockings showing as the Red Sox are ready to go, looking to turn it around after a tough series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Joe Castiglione is ready. He's got a lot of blue, not much yellow, but he's City Connect vibing, hoping to turn it around as the Red Sox, facing 3 teams in a row with sub-500 records, trying to get back into the wild card race, are ready to go. Bayo against Michael Garcia, set to go. Red Sox and the Royals. And for the play-by-play, the Red Sox Hall of Famer, here's Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Will. Here's the first pitch to Michael Garcia, third baseman. It's a fly ball to right center field, and pretty well, but going back there to make the catch is Adam Duvall at the edge of the track for the out. 69 degrees. It cooled off considerably with that little drizzle. It was humid earlier in the day, so the leadoff man retired on 1 pitch. Garcia went up there at 279 with 4 homers and a 10-game hit streak. And now Bobby Witt Jr., who has Boston area roots, one of the best young players in the game. Bayo's pitch, and Witt takes it inside, ball 1. Bobby, 20 home runs, hitting at 268, 67 RBIs, and he is the first player in Major League history to have 20 home runs and 30 stolen bases in each of his first 2 big league seasons. He takes it away, ball 1.
He's doing things that very few people have ever done. They kind of get lost in the mix, the Royals do. This is one of the up-and-coming superstars in the whole sport.
And one of the fastest runners in the game, too. He takes it low for a ball. Bobby's roots come from Canton, Mass., where his dad grew up, the former Ranger pitcher. Bobby's got 32 steals. He's been caught 9 times. Here's the pitch home, and he takes it inside. And that's ball 4, 4-pitch walk. So he's the threat to go right off the bat here. Bobby Witt Jr. His dad played, of course, for the Rangers. He's now an agent. He was one of the hardest throwers in the game back in the 80s. His grandfather from Canton, Mass fireman.
You used to hear from him all the time.
And his great-granddad. I was telling him about that. Inside ball one. I guess that dates me. But, yeah, his granddad used to write to me. Tell us about Whitey Witt, another relative who played for the Yankees in the 1920s. Ball one missing to Massey, the second baseman. And he swings and lines one right to the shortstop. Caught by the leaping Reyes. Fires to first, too late. Witt was off and moving, but he's so fast he was able to recover and get back to the bag for the second out recorded on the line drive to Reyes. The Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund for every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher. Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Now, MJ Melendez, who was tough on the Red Sox last year, catcher converted to outfield, DHing today, left-hand batter, which showed no signs to run yet. And the pitch is swung on and missed. That's surprising. The Royals lead the league in steals with 65.
I think it's a credit to Bayo and Wong that he's not yet gone.
Wong with a good pop time, and Bayo quick to the plate. Left-hand batting Melendez awaits, and the pitch is a check swing, but he went almost all the way around. He's hitting only .218 with 9 homers, and he's driven in 34. Massey hit the ball hard, but right at Reyes, who's at short. Trevor Story returning tomorrow, likely to start at shortstop. 0-2 pitch coming to Melendez. Bayo delivers, and he just missed a little outside. That was very close on a changeup. 0-2. 2 out, and the base is empty in the first. Royals won the season series last year, surprisingly, 4-3. 1-2 pitch coming, and Melendez tries to check and fouls it on the ground to the on-deck area, where Matt Beatty is getting set to hit next.
Just a nightmarish series in Kansas City last year. That really was, I felt like, one of the turning points of the whole summer.
Downhill. Salvi Perez hit with a pitch yesterday. Their all-star catcher is not in the lineup. Hit left hand with a pitch. There's a ground ball hit hard with a runner going into right field. A base hit. Wow, can Witt fly? Watch him go first to third. Ooh. He is athletic. And this is a really athletic team. It's a young team. Their problem, number one problem, has been pitching, as it is for so many clubs. Runners at first and third on a hard hit ball, and here's Matt Beatty hitting a .294 without a home run. He's driven in 4. He came out of the Dodgers system. I was telling our Rob Bradford that he first came to Fenway about 10 years ago when he was playing in the New England College Baseball League, and his host family had tickets. Beatty's a left-hand batter, big guy. We're excited to share the Walmart is stepping up to the plate. For every Walmart wall ball, they'll donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Visit AmericanDiabetesAssociation.org for free resources and support. Another left-hand hitter for Bayo, who's had some trouble with the long ball of late. Now I think he has trouble with a pitch calm. And Connor Wong walking partway out to the mound. Yeah, it is a pitch calm issue. And the home plate umpire, Nick Marley, will check on it. Vic Carapazza is the first base umpire. Emil Jimenez at second, and Adam Amari at third. So apparently they solved the issue with the pitch calm.
Feels like such a critical start for Bayo and the Red Sox. I mean, everybody who's following this team knows that the strain of the bullpen day has been legitimate. And Bayo, who's not quite been himself since the All-Star break, they really need him to lean into sort of recalibrating the push for the playoffs.
Beatty was signed after the Giants let him go this year. Swing and a miss. He got that one by him. Good heater at 95. First came up with the Dodgers. And he was on the injured list 33 games this season with a concussion. On his lead at first and third, the pitch home. That's a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. May went a long time without allowing a home run this season. But he's given up 8 in his last 5 outings. 1-1. Fouled on the ground around the batter's box on a changeup that was up and in, I think mislocated.
I think there's some parallels to Jarren Duran, where supernovas burst onto the scene and the league adjusts. Jarren made the real fix, and Ken Bayo do the same. He has been phenomenal for the Red Sox this year.
Here's the 1-2. And a ground ball foul around the batter's box as he tried to jam him there. Royals are 9th in hitting at .238. 3rd from the bottom in home runs with 105. Their pitching has been brutal, a 5.21 ERA. Had a pretty good bullpen earlier, but they traded Chapman, who'd been the 8th inning guy, to the Rangers, and they traded Barlow to San Diego, the closer. Here's the pitch again, and he grounds it weakly to the charging second baseman. Here's the flip to first by Urias, scooped out of the dirt by Casas nicely. That could have been disastrous. Had plenty of time, but he bounced the throw, and Tristan bailed him out. So the threat goes by the boards. Red Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. The whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, and the whole nap room. Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Verbo app.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Is your old boiler making some less than positive noises? It could be on the way out. Why wait until it gets ice cold outside to find out it's going to be ice cold inside? Up here, winter doesn't play, and neither do Navien boilers. You know Navien for their industry-leading tankless water heaters, but Navien also offers high-efficiency boilers built with quality materials, a compact design, and a strong warranty. Take advantage of a federal tax credit of up to $600. Take that chill outside with Navien boilers, the ultimate heating and comfort experience. Find your local Navien boiler installer at boilercomfort.com.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and
chicken
a Frosty.
sandwich.
Dave's Single and a Frosty for me.
and a Frosty. Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your...
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Cole Raggins, a young left-hander, about to throw his first pitch here at Fenway Park. He's 3-3 with a 4.33 ERA, acquired from the Rangers. His first pitch to Ref Snyder was low ball one. Rob hitting at .270 with a homer and 26 knocked in. Raggins was acquired June 30th, along with a minor league outfielder for Aroldis Chapman from the Texas Rangers. Fouled to the backstop. He was a #1 pick of the Rangers out of a high school in the Florida Panhandle, 2016. He's had 2 Tommy John surgeries, and of course missed all of the 2020 season, as did every minor leaguer with COVID-19 and the pandemic. There's a pitch missing inside and low. 1-1. Matt Quartaro, their manager, was telling us about him. And very impressed by the way He's poised and the ball comes so smoothly out of his hand and throws an easy 95 to 96. And the pitch is swung on, fisted foul to the right as he got it in on the hands. A cutter at 91. He returned after missing about 45 months. Here's the windup and the 2-2 pitch. He swung on, grounded deep down the third base line, grabbed by Garcia. Long throw in time. Good stretch there at first base by Beatty for the out. But he missed so much time, almost 4 years, with the Tommy Johns and then the COVID situation. And came back in 21 and was a All-Star Futures Game participant. At 22, he was last year the Nolan Ryan Minor League Pitcher of the Year in the Rangers system, going 8-5 with a 3.04 ERA. First pitch to Yoshida's in there for a strike, and then after the trade, he'd been a reliever for Texas. The Royals had made him a starter. 0-1 pitch is bouncing in there.
Really, in a lot of ways, the story of the Kansas City Royals is their decision to commit to pitching 3 years ago, and none of the guys they picked have panned out.
Some got hurt. Others have struggled. Here's a 1-1, and it's swung on and missed. Yoshida hitting at 306, was the third overall, 12 homers. He's behind 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2 deal, and he swings, and it's a hard ground ball by the diving second baseman Massey to right center, a base hit. And the Red Sox have their first hit. And now Justin Turner sitting at 287 with 17 homers. And he's driven in 71 as we come to the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the batting order for every home run by Red Sox batters 3 through 6. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Turner Trot coming up on August 26th. He'll tell us about it on a pregame show later this week. Run for charity, helping homeless veterans and other charities of his foundation. The pitch is in there for a strike over the inside edge. It'll go along the Charles River path, starting at the half shell there at the Esplanade. 0-1 to the veteran Justin Turner. And he grounds it weakly wide of third. Garcia gloves, fires to first in plenty of time, but Yoshida takes second. 2 gone for Raffy, who's at 267 with 26 homers, which is 4th overall. Third in RBIs with 79. Well, it's the longest win streak in a couple of years with a 7 straight. They destroyed the Mets. Of course, everybody's beating the Mets these days. Pitch to Raffy is a fastball strike over the outside corner. That was an easy 95. Cole Ragans, R-A-G-A-N-S. Rookie lefty delivers home. And is grounded weakly down the first base side. Grabbed behind the bag by Beatty. Does it himself. Red Sox are gone. No score after 1 in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
When you stay at a Verbo, you always get the whole home. The whole upstairs, the whole downstairs, and the whole nap room. Only whole vacation homes. Always all yours. Book on the Verbo app.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We go to the second inning. Ryan Bayo left runners at first and third in the first. No score here. And it'll be Freddie Fermin, Drew Waters, and Daron Blanco coming up for Kansas City. They're in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon, and Lexus of Hingham. Fermin, a right-hand batting catcher, has been on fire. He swings and misses. Had a multiple home run game in Philadelphia. He's hitting .452 in his latest stretch, 19 for 42. And he swings and grounds a foul to the left. He spent 7 years in the system. They viewed him as a defensive catcher, but all of a sudden he has bounced back with a strong bat. Especially needed with Salvi Perez out tonight with a sore left hand, hit with a pitch in Philadelphia yesterday, and that'll leave the game low and away. Nick Quintaro, the manager, telling us it really swelled up, but the swelling had gone down today, so they hope he can play soon. Maybe tomorrow. The 1-2 is a little bit low.
It's hard to think of a catcher in the last decade who's been a better player than Salvi Perez.
And he gets hit so often. He's such a big target, especially with foul tips. There's a ground ball hit hard to third. Raffy has a hop, a hard one. Gabs throws, he gets it. Hit it very hard, but one down for Drew Waters, their right fielder. Waters hitting at .230 with 6 homers. Switch hitter, he's driven in 21. He's a guy with a very strong throwing arm and has a reputation to be a very good defensive outfielder. First signed with his hometown team, the Braves. He's from the Atlanta area. Grounds the first pitch to second. Easy play for Urias. Short flip to first. And Bayo certainly take a one pitch out. So 2 quick outs for Daron Blanco. He's one of the fastest runners in the game. He's third in the league in the sprint speed in all of Major League ball, that is, including the National League. De Los Santos heads first, Bubba Thompson at Texas second, and he takes a strike.
So you're saying he's the anti-Sandy Leon?
He's the slowest. Blanco hitting .247, no homers, 12 RBIs. He's from Cuba. Pitch misses inside. He's 30 years old. Played 4 years in the Cuban Nationals. He's a right-hand batter. And the 1-1 is low. He had 41 steals in the minor leagues last year for the Royals. Blanco from city of Florida in Cuba. The pitch. And he swings and misses. Got a fastball by him. And it's 2-2. We'll check the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss out on the Subaru summer. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Well, the Padres took it on the chin again today. They lose to the Dodgers 13-7. There's a swing and a foul tip. He just does stay alive. That was the only game this afternoon. Toronto at Cleveland, no score in the second. Minnesota scoring early and often, 8-0 in the third at Detroit. Yankees play at the White Sox later, and Orioles are off, and so are the Rays. The Orioles made some news today with a horrendous move, 2-2. Ground ball foul, third base side. They suspended the television announcer, Kevin Brown, a good friend of yours, for stating facts.
Makes me appreciate our ownership and our management, Joe, where you don't punish people for telling the truth.
All I did was talk about how the Orioles had struggled at Tropicana Field and how they had a chance to win a series here. which they did.
I just want to say that I tried to call Kevin to get his side of the story. But can you imagine suspending a broadcaster for saying that we've won more games this year than we did in years previous?
3-2 pitch, and a ground ball hit weakly to the charging third baseman. Raffy has it, throws on the move, got him. Oh, Raffy knew he had to hurry. The speed of Blanco is well known. And it was a bang-bang play to retire the side. So after 1.5, 0-0 in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Verbo Vacation Homes come with 24/7 live support. So if you ever need anything, you can reach a real person in about a minute. Because if it's 4 a.m. and you need assistance, the last thing you want to do is wait to talk to a robot.
Hey, how can I help?
After all, live support is an amenity every vacation home should have. Verbo, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
For the home half of the second inning, and leading off the Red Sox is Adam Duvall in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, Audi Brookline. Pitch to Duvall is swung on, pop foul to the right into the stands and out of play. He'll be followed by Casas and then Urias. Apparently the Baltimore Orioles ownership is into censorship.
It's just outrageous.
Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Basically, they had graphics supporting what Kevin Brown was saying, that Orioles had won more games in 23 than they had the previous 3 years at Tropicana Field. That's a positive. It was actually in their game notes.
To be celebrated?
Yeah, it was in their game notes provided by their media relations staff. And the 0-2 is low and away. And the story in The Athletic says some of their another broadcaster was reprimanded for not wearing team gear when on the air, and the broadcasters have previously been reprimanded for mentioning past Oriole players who are no longer with the team. And there's strike three. He got him.
Listen, the reality is this. You just can't get in the business of telling people to not tell the truth. I've never been more offended by anything that any organization has ever done on air than what they've done this week.
Here's Casas swinging and lining one deep toward the gap in right center field, back by the bullpen, and it's caught. What a running catch out there by Waters. That ball would have gone out. A bullet. He got a tremendous jump on that ball and somehow got back to the bullpen wall. He didn't leave his feet, but he reached up and made a backhand catch, and I think it would have gone out. Oh, hard hit ball. Casas, a warmer yesterday, is retired. And hit a ball much harder than that. We'll check the exit velocity. 2 down for Urias, who's 4 for 11 since joining the Red Sox, and he takes a fastball for a strike from Cole Ragans. That was scalded.
I just think we wondered whether they had the willingness to go all in as an ownership group after Mike Elias has done the most miraculous job of all. And I think the question gets answered when they do things like this.
Well, their ownership has been questionable for a long, long time. Angelo's family. Now, apparently the Suns are running it.
Would you like to hazard a guess on the Casas exit velo?
109? Pitches a breaking ball in for a strike.
Very good. 108.5. My exit velo, were I Kevin Brown from Baltimore, would be 111.
And he's a very professional broadcaster and a good young man. Check swing and a high fastball, and he's out of there on 3 pitches. This kid, Ragatz, has a very smooth delivery. That was 98. 1-2-3 after 2-0-0 in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Where easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style and intuitive touchscreen
Easy peasy, easy peasy, yeah.
and smooth acceleration.
Easy peasy.
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
When you drive the most dependable mass-market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass-market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Hit the road in the all-electric 2023 Subaru Solterra. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Solterra is the first electric vehicle with Subaru performance, capability, and safety. Buy the Solterra with 0.9% financing or lease for just $399 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
No score, third inning when Red Sox batters 3 through 6 homers. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Here's our golf champ, Will Fleming.
Here's a drive into right center field, and back on it, Rob Refsnyder just in front of the Jet Blue sign, gliding over. He makes the play. I do have to offer full disclosure. I made a lot of putts, and I did not do much else.
But you sunk a 10-foot downhill putt to win the tournament.
Yeah. I didn't know it at the time, but I hung with him.
You were 18 under.
We played very well. Here's Michael Garcia, who takes a sinker from Brian Bayo on the outside corner for strike one.
This was the Kevin Stevens, the hockey greats tournament down there at Kingston, Mass.
One strike pitch is a little bit inside, 1-1. It was a beautiful event. I mean, it just was raining. It was soft conditions, but a lot of celebrities came out to honor him as the 1-1 pitch is swung on a miss. It's 1-2. And we did play with a rather accomplished player who happens to be the club professional at Agawam Hunt.
Oh, you had a pro on your team? There's the disclosure.
Here's the 1-2 pitch up the middle. The shortstop, Reyes, has it with his red glove. He throws to first in time, and they're 2 down. Having said that, he hit a lot of good shots, but my fellow playing partners really carried the weight. But it's sort of like a security blanket when you know that everybody can kind of go for it. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. with 2 down in the top of the third. This guy, Bobby Witt Jr., has long been rumored one of the great physical superstars in the game. The pitch to him from Bayo misses inside. Bayo's leaning heavily on his sinker, which is usually a good sign for him. It is 1-0 to Witt Jr. The pitch is bounced to first, backhanded by Casas. Nice leading throw to Bayo. Very close over there at the bag. That guy is a bolt of lightning. He's the Royals' Jaron Duran, and that was a very close play. Would not have been with almost any other base runner, but well done by Casas and Bayo. We go to the bottom of the third, scoreless for the Red Sox. It'll be Reyes, Wong, and Refsnyder on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Verbo Vacation Homes come with 24/7 live support. So if you ever need anything, you can reach a real person in about a minute. Because if it's 4 a.m. and you need assistance, the last thing you want to do is wait to talk to a robot.
Hey, how can I help?
After all, live support is an amenity every vacation home should have. Verbo, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
I'm Listening reminds you that talk saves lives. And 988 makes it even easier to reach out and talk. When you dial or text 988, you'll be connected with trained counselors in over 200 crisis centers nationwide. And now you can reach out and get help in Spanish, providing you the help you need anytime, anywhere. 988, the new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Talk saves lives. And with 988, talking is only 3 digits away. More at imlistening.org.
Join Macy's and our nonprofit partners to help address the youth mental health crisis this school year. Now through September 14th, you can fund mental health services and resources when you donate online to the JED Foundation and the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Or round up your Macy's store purchase up to 99 cents and donate the extra change. Give back today and learn more about our mission to create brighter futures for all at Macys.com/purpose.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yes, bluffs a bunt. The first pitch to the bottom of the third. He takes it back. And a fastball misses outside from the left-hander, Colt Ragans. And now Reyes fires, swings and misses at a changeup. And it's 1-1. Joe is now in his natural environment. It's a little bit chillier all of a sudden at Fenway. The 1-1 bounces into Reyes. 2 balls and a strike. He's got the Shaw's black, what is that, a windbreaker
Yeah,
on?
it's very nice, very comfortable. Serves the purpose.
2-1 pitch to Pablo is a strike on the outside corner. You know, I heard 2 days ago that it was the final day that the sun will set after 8 p.m. in Boston.
That's always sad.
It is.
Days get shorter.
Red Sox made the most of the summer days at Fenway. They were just a juggernaut here. The 2-2 pitch is a line drive up the middle into center field. That's a base hit for Pablo. 2-hopper out to the left fielder Blanco. And Pablo Reyes doing a little bit of everything tonight. He's got a base hit.
Trevor Story be active tomorrow. We'll see what the roster move is today. Richard Blyer designated for assignment.
I thought that Trevor sort of recalibrating his rehab plan was the ultimate reading of the room, where he personally wanted to take as long as he could. His rehab is qualified until Wednesday. Here's Connor Wong, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Joe, this is a team that needs him right now. And frankly, I thought they needed him Friday. And you don't fault a player for wanting to feel like himself and needing to get at bats. And Wong calls time. It just felt like for Trevor, who is a guy who lives for baseball, it's the right time. The 0-1 to Wong misses a little bit low and outside, 1-1. He's beloved in that clubhouse. He's just been here a year and change, but everybody respects him. They understood why he did that. But I give him a lot of credit for just sort of altering his course.
Originally, his plan was to have him come back after Wednesday.
1-1 to Wong. Runner goes. The pitch is low and in. The throw to second. Way outside and into center field. Pablo stands up. He'll head to third. The running Red Sox have a man at third with nobody out. Aggression paying off. And Pablo Reyes is over to third. Well, to your point, Joe, if there's some questions about what may happen in the next few days, the more attributes you showcase, the better.
Pablo can run. He really, even on the base hit, I mean, he was really busting down the line. Took a huge turn. And he had this base stolen, despite the error.
So now the Royals will kind of bring the infield halfway. The 2-1 to Wong is fouled off. Upper deck, first base side, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Trying to break an 0 for 12 drought.
Reyes, Wong, and Refsnyder. Herb Chambers' batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Natick, and flagship motor cars of Linfield. 2-2 to Wong. Pitch. That's way outside. A curveball that was, as you'll often hear hitters say, a non-competitive pitch. In no way would Wong ever offer it that. It's 3-2. Refsnyder is on deck. Alex Cora, clean shaven today. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's been an issue for Wong. That was a really good changeup from Reagan's, but that's a spot where you put the ball in play, you can get a run without a hit. And Wong not able to do that. So he's gone 1 down with a runner at third. Here's Rob Refsnyder. I think it makes a lot of sense that Alex looks totally different here today. The pitch to Refsnyder is low and in. The changeup ball 1. I think everyone in the entire organization would like to completely flush the last 3 days. The worst weekend on so many levels of the whole year. 1-0 to Refsnyder. Here's the pitch. That is a strike. Borderline pitch. Backdoor curveball, and it's 1-1. Alex Cora, who parts of last year wore a gray beard, whiskered for a lot of this season. It's all gone today. The 1-1 to Refsnyder, fouled straight back.
He said Tommy McLaughlin, the clubhouse guy, you suggested they wear these uniforms. Bring them out to 21-4 since they put them on for the first time 2 years ago.
I like the decision, don't you?
Yes.
Jolt the team.
Whatever it takes.
Here's the pitch to Refsnyder that misses a little bit outside, and it's 2-2.
How about Tim Anderson? He took it on the chin, and he gets the biggest suspension in that Cleveland-Chicago White Sox fight. 6 games for Anderson, 3 for Jose Ramirez, who decked him, 1 for Emmanuel Clase, the Cleveland closer, both managers and third base coach for Cleveland.
2-2 to Refsnyder is a little bit low. I think that's right. I mean, Anderson was the guy who immediately escalated, got into fighting position.
And he had been drawing at a rookie, was told to back off by the umpire.
3-2 to Refsnyder with Pablo Reyes at third, 1 down. The pitch is low, ball 4. Rob Refsnyder, just another impressive plate appearance. He draws a walk, and now first and third with 1 down for Masataka Yoshida.
Managers automatically get, Tito is not close to the scrum, but it's automatic that each manager got a game. White Sox are really a mess, especially with the pitcher they traded to the Yankees, Kenyon Middleton, coming out and talking about a totally dysfunctional organization where a rookie pitcher fell asleep in the bullpen, all kinds of other accusations. Very little discipline. He said there were no rules, no guidelines.
It's interesting. The White Sox, they hired Pedro Gaffol to change that culture, and seemingly it has not been impactful.
He seemed to miss Jose Abreu in the clubhouse, who's now with Houston. He was a team leader, very well respected.
So here we go with Yoshida, first and third, one down. The pitch is skied into left field. Tagging at third is Reyes. Blanco makes the catch, and Pablo will come home. He will score. It's the sacrifice fly for Masataka, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. So obviously thinking about a little bit more than that, but that is a result the Red Sox will most certainly take after the tumult of the weekend gone by. And now with two down and the runner is still at first, here's Justin Turner. I think it's a fascinating thing to observe from afar, Joe, what's been going on the south side of Chicago. It has felt totally dysfunctional for a few years. Here's Justin Turner, who takes a changeup a little bit low, 1-0. Fascinating to think about how management can trickle down onto the field and into the dugout. The 1-0 to Turner is swung on and missed, a changeup, and it's 1-1. And oftentimes, as you noted, Middleton and others, Abreu, people are more emboldened to sort of have a little truth serum once they move on, as Turner takes a cutter outside, and it's 2-1. Red Sox leading the Royals 1-0. We are in the bottom of the third inning. Get you the injury report in just a moment, brought to you by the Catchus Law Group, New England's personal injury pros. The 2-1 to Turner fouled right back towards us. And it's 2-2. As Joe told you, the good news is Trevor Story has amended his program. He's going to be here. He is here. He'll play tomorrow in all likelihood. Garrett Whitlock, Tanner Houck on the men. Chris Sale going to make his next start with the Boston Red Sox. So help is on the way, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider to Raggins. And the inning is over. But the Red Sox do get a lead, thanks in large part to Pablo Reyes. We go to the fourth inning, 1-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Radio BZ4X, Toyota.
Where easy listening goes all electric and accelerating is
Easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm Listening reminds you that talk saves lives. And 988 makes it even easier to reach out and talk. When you dial or text 988, you'll be connected with trained counselors in over 200 crisis centers nationwide. And now you can reach out and get help in Spanish, providing you the help you need anytime, anywhere. 988, the new National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Talk saves lives. And with 988, talking is only 3 digits away. More at imlistening.org.
Ready for a new kitchen? CCL Homescapes is excited to announce our new virtual reality kitchen design program. We've partnered with Omega Cabinetry, where you can see various cabinet styles and colors as you walk through our virtual reality kitchen. This program lets you envision the kitchen of your dreams before you begin the project. Come see Omega Cabinetry in the CCL Homescapes showroom in Abington and check out our virtual reality kitchen design. Go to cclco.com and click on Kitchen Inspiration to learn more.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Brian Bayo now with a 1-0 lead takes the mound in the top of the fourth for the Royals. Kyle Isbell and Michael Garcia and Bobby Witt Jr. in the Herb Chambers batting order as Michael Massey Beg your pardon. Takes a pitch on the outside corner of the changeup. It is 0-1. Here's a ground ball softly hit on the right side. Urias, gloves, and he bobbles. The play is not made, and Michael Massey is aboard to begin the top of the fourth.
You know the score to hit.
Because it was even remotely a challenging opportunity. They will give an error. Wow.
That's the right call.
And that's so unlike the rest of this season, where Urias had every opportunity to throw him out. Normally, would have found a way to say it was a tough hop, but no, an error. Here's MJ Melendez, the leadoff man aboard. The pitch is down, and I thought it was very interesting that Alex Cora, former infielder, was willing to kind of lean in a little bit and talk about how, as a former infielder, he knows that hits are no longer hits. The 1-0-2 MJ Melendez is a strike with a changeup on the inside corner, 1-1.
Well, surprised more pitchers haven't spoken out about the lenient official scoring.
I am too.
Because they paid the price.
The 1-1 pitch is a little bit low and outside. Bayo leaning on his changeup here in the fourth inning. Yeah, I mean, it seems to me so often plays that are normally scored errors, given hits, have led to what in the balance are earned runs that should not be. 2-1 to Melendez. Bayo throws, and a shot up the middle and into center field. That's a base hit. Holding at second is Massey. But again, the inability to make a defensive play is on display for the Red Sox. Is now 2-1 with nobody out. Here comes Matt Beatty.
Yankees put Carlos Rodon on the injured list with a hamstring issue. He's been struggling with a 7+ earned run average most of the season on the injured list.
2-1, nobody out for Beatty. Won the World Series with the Dodgers in the COVID year as he fouls the pitch off from the third base side. Joe, the Red Sox have a hard time talking about the Yankees' struggles, but the things they've got going on in their rotation now and their overall roster are unbelievable. Severino has been the worst pitcher in the game. Herman on the restricted list. 0-1 to Beatty. The pitch is a soft grounder foul outside of first. Now Rodon is the deal for Frankie Montas, an abject disaster. And
the signing of Donaldson.
So many things that
Stanton's putting up a plus for them.
They are a half game ahead of the Red Sox. That is the ultimate disclaimer. As Bayo's ready. 0-2 the pitch. Swinging a shot foul on the first base side. But we've watched both these teams. We've watched the Yankees for the last several years, and I think they are reaching a major crossroads in terms of the way that their roster and their organization is constructed. 0-2 to Beatty with 2 on and nobody out. Bayo's ready. He throws. And a swing and a miss. Great changeup to the left-hander. And the Royals' first baseman is struck out. 1 down. Big pitch for Bayo. And here comes Freddie Fermin. I don't know about you, Joe, but it's more pleasant to face this Royals team without Salvador Perez.
Well, Mike Cotaro told us before the game, he said he's likely to be right behind me in the third inning, bugging me to put him in the lineup.
He always wants to play. Here's a right-handed hitting Freddie Fermin. As Bayo throws a strike on the outside corner, the really good sinker. since 1986. Catches is won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay. Less Catches wins. Free legal evaluation, 508-321-7000 or catcheslaw.com. Bayo offers an 0-1 sinker that misses outside, and it's 1-1. You know, they've really tried to tell Salvi Perez, who's one of the great unheralded superstars in kind of a small market of his generation, to stop catching so much. But he does not want to hear anything about that. 1-1 to Fermin, and that's a strike on the outside corner. One of the very few sliders that Bayo has thrown so far.
Perez hasn't played some first base of late because of trades they've made and injury to a couple of their other players.
1-2. Bayo throws. Swinging a chopper up the middle, could be two. Arias to Reyes. Spin and throw to first in time. Spectacular double play. Reyes, and Casas. 4-6-3, inning over. That's the kind of middle infield defense the Red Sox have longed for all year long. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Boston on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
You've been wanting to check out that news story that everyone's talking about, but you just can't find the time. That's why the On Deadline podcast is here. We pull together interviews from Odyssey's radio newsrooms across the country and add important context so you can really get the news fast. From wildfires and catastrophes at sea to new laws and presidential candidates, we'll have coast-to-coast coverage for you all in one place. Subscribe to On Deadline on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
Join Macy's and our nonprofit partners to help address the youth mental health crisis this school year. Now through September 14th, you can fund mental health services and resources when you donate online to the JED Foundation and the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Or round up your Macy's store purchase up to 99 cents and donate the extra change. Give back today and learn more about our mission to create brighter futures for all at Macys.com/purpose.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Devers set to lead it off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0. Great double play between Reyes and Casas. And Brian Bayo doing what the Red Sox for so long needed him to do as an anchor of their rotation. He is in a groove. There's Raffy. It's Raggins. Red Sox so far so good in the bright yellow City Connect tops as Devers takes a changeup outside for ball one. Is swung on a miss. Raffy trying to launch that one. A little bit late on a fastball. And it's 1-1. Raffy feeling it a little bit at the plate. Here's the 1-1. That's a hard ground ball foul outside of first. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
1-2 to Raffy Devers, leading off the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox leading the Royals 1-0. The pitch. Raffy does the limbo. Rush back via fastball, 2-2. Every four-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cards for Kids. And Cards for Kids presents this fourth inning. 2-2. Close pitch, but a ball. Good take by Devers on a changeup at 87 miles an hour, and it's 3-2. 50 pitches thrown by this Kansas City southpaw. Staring into one of the most feared hitters in the game. The payoff, he has a chopper to the left side. The third baseman, Garcia, has it. Throws to first in time, and ref is gone. One down. Bring up Adam Duvall, who struck out his first time. Surf and Turf is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market today through Thursday. Get value pack beef T-bone or porterhouse steak and bags of raw shrimp, $6.97 a pound. You use the digital coupon as Dragons throws strike one with a fastball to Adam Duvall. Limit 2 packages, save on the best of the land and sea. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. The 0-1 swinging a foul on a changeup, and it's 0-2. Duvall, a little bit of an offensive rut. 9 for his last 38 with a strikeout tonight. Been kind of a start and stop season for him. Dragons ready, the 0-2. That's high and away. And it's 1-2. We owe you the Diesel Direct question of the day, which is brought to you by Diesel Direct, to remind you to stop wasting time at the pump and get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. 1-2 to Duvall. Ooh, fastball, it looked like a cutter, 97 miles an hour. That one missed, but it's 2-2. Well, it's a pretty simple Diesel Direct question of the day. Overhead wind, the 2-2 to Duvall. Strike 3 call, backdoor curveball. Duvall knew it. He is gone, and quickly 2 down. When we were talking to Alex Cora over the weekend, he said to me he thinks Shohei Ohtani is the best athlete on planet Earth. And the question is, do you agree? Simple, binary, yes or no. At Sox Booth is the Twitter handle for that poll question. Here's Tristan Casas. Smoked the ball to right his first time here. He hits one very hard and foul off the first base dugout out of play, 0-1. What say you, Joe?
I would agree with Alex on that. He can fly. He's strong. He's agile.
Oftentimes, ball players are not sort of considered in that class. Here's the 0-1. Little chopper softly hit on the first base side. Raggins, the pitcher, picks it up, throws to first in time, and Casas is gone. More on Ohtani and his positioning in the great athletes in the world after this. 4 innings in the books. 1-0 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/joy. That's forhims.com/joy for your free online visit. forhims.com/joy.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now we go to the 5th inning. Red Sox with an unearned run. They have a 1-0 lead. And here's Drew Waters, their right fielder, made a very nice catch to Rob Casas, perhaps a home run his first time up. He takes a fastball low and away, ball 1.
Can I interest you in a stat from the Metric Man?
The Metric Man?
Brian Barrett, former pregame host on these airwaves.
There's the 1-0, swing and a miss. Doesn't have too many opinions, does he? This is a stat, though, so this is...
These are just numbers, right? He often would arm himself with said numbers, but it's about Bayo with runners in scoring position.
There's a pitch missing inside.
So, Brian Bayo with runners in scoring position this year, a 191 on-base percentage, which is the 4th best among all qualified pitchers.
Showing his poise. Pitch, swinging a ground ball, hit down the first base line, off the glove of Casas, who went diving for it, rolling out with the boxes jut out, and into second base is Waters, who can motor. It's a very athletic team. I think that'll be scored a hit. Casas went to his glove side, his left, and did get his mitt on it. Slowed it down a little bit, but could not come up with it. So Waters into second, and the Royals have the tying run in scoring position.
Not an easy nor a routine play, Joe. That is, to me, the number one area that's needed for improvement. Ball's on his glove side.
Here's the bunt, and pulling a bat back and taking a strike is Blanco. He's trying to push that ball to the right side, but thought better of it and did take a strike. Blanco routed to third his first time up. Raffy made a nice play to get this speedster. Said to have the 3rd fastest sprint speed in the major leagues. The pitch to the 30-year-old Cuban. He's going to bunt again, but again pulls the bat back and takes it outside. It is a double for Waters. On deck is Isbell, who's on deck. Brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at ondeck.com. Casas in very close at third. Here's the pitch outside as Raffy close at third and even closer at first. Whereas Casas, he's yet to put bat on ball. We're in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Jaguar Land Rover Boston and Jaguar Land Rover Sudbury. 2-1 pitch coming to this right-hand batter. And the runner goes to third. The pitch is low. Here's the throw, and he is out. Strong throw by Connor Wall, a low laser. Raffy grabbed it and went diving for the runner Waters, who's still sitting on third base. See if they want to look or not. Went to the back of the bag. And the Royals say they will look. Raffy had to reach to the left side. Uh-oh.
Very close.
Did he get the hand in? Because he went to swipe him. Did he tag him initially?
I'll call third base.
He never came off the bag. He hooked it with his foot.
Real time, I thought he was out, but now watching the replay, I did think the right sort of oven mitt hand got to the bag before Devers got him on the hip.
Raffy had to reach to the fair side of third base. So New York will take a look. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is Winkowski25. Up to you to get the spelling. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
All right, let's see. Winkowski.
You got it.
You know what? I really think, by the way, I do think this is going to be overturned. He's going to be safe. I think it should be like a test for admissions into Red Sox fandom. You should have to be able to spell Yastrzemski properly.
With the S, not a Z.
Correct.
Witkowski only has 10 letters in his name.
One fewer than you.
Yeah, no more, and I each had 11 letters. Of course, the leader is Saltalamacchia. You can count them yourself. So, they continue to look. Batter Blanco has a 3-1 count. The pitch was called a ball. Thrown bunt 3 times and has yet to offer. It is a very long look and a critical one here. It's either one out, nobody on, or a runner at third and nobody out. So they're taking quite a while to review this one as Bayo waits on the mound. Red Sox wearing those yellow jerseys with the white pants and Carolina blue caps here. City Connect uniforms.
Here, they're going to get the call right here from New York. To me, he was out, the naked eye, but then watching the replay, safe.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
He's safe. Stolen base for Waters. Well, they took long enough to come to that conclusion.
But, by the way, it doesn't diminish how great a transfer and throw that was from Connor Wong, because, I mean, off the bat, I thought it was an easy steal. Great throw by Wong to make it a close play.
His 6th steal in 9 attempts for Waters. Now the infield comes in and a 3-1 count to Blanco. And he takes wide, ball 4. And with his speed, you got to figure he's going to be going sooner than later. Royals lead the league with 66 stolen bases. And we get a pitching coach visit. Dave Bush heading to the mound. That's the second walk. And it brings up Isbell, left-hand batter, lined to center his first time up.
Joe, you are someone who I give the utmost credit to for having been here for 41 years, whether it's the extra innings rule with a runner at second base or other things. You are a person who gives things a chance and adapts with the times. Do you have these yellow uniforms grown on you?
Yes, especially because of the results of the games when they wear them.
They win.
I think they're a nice change. And they represent a lot of what happened here in 2013. Austin Strong pitches outside, ball 1 to this left-hand batter. Isbell over his last 11. University of Las Vegas star. Runners lead at first and third. Infield and double play depth at second and short. And he swings and does not get a changeup. Isbell was all Cape League in 2017, playing for YD Ennis, Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox. He's a left-hand hitter. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a pop-up. This should be an out. The catcher throws the mask away. Wong makes the catch on the grass behind home plate. And he gets it out with the runners having a hold still. So it goes to the top of the order, and Mikel Garcia, who has fly to right, grounded to short, and he has a 10-game hit streak on the line. The manager, Matt Quintaro, he was very high on Garcia, the way he's played defensively, and now starting to hit a lot more. So here's where Bayo can add to those excellent numbers of pitching with men in scoring position. After getting close at third, the pitch is low and away, ball 1.
Kind of where the cutter can be a real weapon for him, too. I mean, the changeup, obviously, more effective against left-handed hitters, and he has tried to incorporate that cutter more frequently.
Garcia is from Venezuela. And the 1-0 pitch coming to this right-hand batter. And he swings and grounds it hard to short. Reyes to second, out on to first. Double play. And Bayo again leaves runners stranded. An inning-ending double play getting out of a first and third. Nobody out. Jam. They don't score after 4.5. 1-0 Red Sox on the Shaws in Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Reyes leading off here in the bottom of the fifth, taking low ball one. He upturned that double play, which got Bayo out of it. First and third, nobody out. Jam, pop up and a double play, and they don't score. 1-0 Red Sox to pitch. A right-hand batter swings and fouls it around the batter's box.
All right, so, Joe, we owe the league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, residential and commercial. And I'm going to leave it to you as to what kind of mood you're in. Do you want leaders or those who circle the drain?
Let's go for circle the drain.
Ooh, I love that.
Here's the 1-1, and a breaking ball in for a strike.
We're going to go like really weird off the grid. Baseball Savant tells us all kinds of things. The strongest and weakest arms in the whole game in terms of who throws the hardest and softest.
Pitchers?
No, fielders.
Oh. They say this kid Waters has a tremendous arm for Kansas City. The pitch foul to the right out of play.
Well, I've wanted to do this, and I'm not going to call out a guy who just turned 50 in Scotland because his son, apparently by all metrics, Cody Clemens is the softest thrower of a baseball in the whole game. 64.25 miles an hour overall. Vinny Pasquantino, Donovan Solano, and Ryan Mountcastle, the top four.
Swing and a miss, strike three to pitch down and away. So Urias fan, 6 punch-outs for this young lefty.
How good is his stuff, by the way?
He's got an easy 95, and he's hit 98. And good command. He's walked just 1. He's fanned 6, and he's only given up 1 run, which was unearned. There's Reyes, who scored the run. He single stole second, continued to third on a throwing error by the catcher, and scored on a sac fly as he takes ball 1.
You know, the brain is such a funny thing. The things that it remembers and logs. And Pablo Reyes has a direct link to Christian Vasquez.
Fastball is in there for a strike.
I noticed this yesterday when he hit, and then he came onto the mound. His walk-up song is called Creeré, which means in Spanish, I will believe.
That was Christian's. Down and in by his back foot. Missed with a hard cutter.
Indeed, and the only reason that's seared in my memory is that I just have this visceral Polaroid of the moment before he hit that walk-off bomb against the Rays.
There's a strike over the inside corner.
Like, I was down at Canvas Alley ready to go onto the field if and when anything happened. I watched the immaculate deflection off of Hunter Renfroe into the bullpen where Yandy Diaz almost won the game, basically, for the Rays, and then Christian hit that home run, and everything was so turbocharged. You know how these moments when everything just feels like it's in living color.
Here's the 2-2, and that's low. Who had the strongest arm?
The strongest arm in the game is a member of the Colorado Rockies named Nolan Jones. Then Ezekiel Duran on the third strongest is Ellie De La Cruz.
He's the fastest with sprint speed. 3-2 pitch. Swing. There's a drive hammer to right center field. Back goes Waters. Jumps. He can't get it. It's over his head. One hop off the bullpen wall. And Pablo flying to second with a double. Boy, he's hit 2 rockets today. Pablo Reyes making a statement. So he's at second base for Connor Wong, who struck out his first time up. Batting here at the Herb Chambers batting order. I'm trying to break an 0 for 13.
Ronald Acuna has the 5th strongest arm. Fernando Tatis Jr. the 6th. So it's some big boys. You're right about statement by Pablo Reyes.
Here's the delivery. It's low. Plus, Pablo can play the outfield, too. That's a plus. 1 ball, no strikes to Wong. 1-0 the count. Here's the delivery, and that bounces at the front of home plate. So it's 2-0. And in scoring position for the Red Sox with 1 down here in the 5th. Pitch. Fouled around the batter's box. Two balls and a strike. The right-hand batting Red Sox catcher. This will be the 73rd pitch for Raggins. He deals. And a line drive down the right field line. Base hit. It'll get a run home. Wong on his way to second as Reyes scores. The throw to second on line, but too late. Gets away now from the second baseman. Backed up, though, by the third baseman, Garcia. The Red Sox lead at 2-0. Opposite field double for Connor Wong, who breaks an 0 for 13 slump by driving in his 24th run with a 2-bagger. Red Sox continue to lead baseball in 2-baggers, now with 245 doubles. So, nice opposite field shot. Waters cut it off, made a strong throw, but it was a little late and not handled at second base. And here's the delivery to Refsnyder. He grounds it to deep third. Fair. Grabbed by Garcia. What a strong arm he has. He fires a strike to first for the out. So that's the second out. We'll check the Cape Cod League scoreboard here. Bourne, Orleans, and Hyannis were all the winners of sweeps in the first round of the Cape League playoffs. And with Yoshida up, scoreboard brought to you by Cape Cod Healthcare, the official healthcare sponsor of the Cape Cod League.
So members of your family saw some sweeps.
Yes, at the game at Falmouth over the weekend. With 6 convenient urgent care centers from Falmouth to Orleans open daily, no appointment needed. Staffed by board certified ER providers. Ooh. Check swing, and he did go, says the third base umpire.
I don't know about that.
So it's 0-2. 1 out, runner at second. 2 out, I should say, runner at second. Left-hander is ready, and his pitch is a check swing just a little outside. Very close pitch. If he reaches, Justin Turner would be next. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Red Sox. The pitch is a little low and away. Good take there. 4 runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Royals. Cole Ragan's ready for the delivery. And it's outside. Royals traded their closer, Barlow. They traded Chapman, their setup man. So their bullpen's not quite the same, but they did get 9 prospects.
By the way, I think is a good way to do business. If you're out of it, there's so much value in bullpen arms.
Here's the pitch. And a drive foul, third base side of the play. When you are, the Royals are 36 and 77. Doesn't do you a whole lot of good to keep a closer.
I just think for every Orioles and Astros, there are 7 Diamondbacks, Rockies, other teams that just don't deliver when you just tank totally.
3-2, swing and a miss. Oh, what a good pitch that was. Maybe out of the strike zone, but a heater down and away to get him to retire the side. Red Sox get another run, though. We go to the 6th, 2-0 Boston of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
So, you've got an idea for a business. The store of your dreams. There's just one thing to figure out. Everything. That's why Shopify's all-in-one commerce platform makes it easy to sell online, in person, and everywhere else. Sell on social media, source products with an app to get that first sale feeling. It's the only solution that gives you everything you need to sell everywhere you want. So when you're ready to bring your idea to life, power it up with Shopify.
Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey free.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
To the top of the 6th we go. Brian Bayo and the Red Sox with a 2-0 lead. For the Royals, it'll be Bobby Witt Jr., Michael Massey, and M.J. Melendez in the Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers Sprinter Vans of Boston and Peabody. Witt Jr. was just on an unbelievable tear, quickly becoming one of the stars of the game in an unheralded market. Right-handed hitter. Stands in. Bayo throws. Witt grounds one to short. Pablo Reyes has had an unbelievable night. He plays the first. Top throws to first in time. And Bobby Witt Jr. is gone. Fun to see the young stars of the game, even if they are, in some ways, kind of hidden in markets like Kansas City. He is a linchpin for everything the Royals are trying to do. Here's Michael Massey. Takes a fastball outside, does the left-handed hitter. A sinker from Bayo, and it's 1-0.
Very conscious effort to be athletic.
Which I think, given the new rules, is a smart move as a changeup misses outside 2-0. Red Sox have made some strides in that direction. With Duran, the 2-0. There's a sinker down and in, ball 3. I don't think there's any question that that's the way to win going forward. I mean, you got to hit, you got to have sluggers, but Speed kills the 3-0 is a strike on the outside corner from Bayo, and it's 3-1. Get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment. Don't miss out on the Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer in a brand new 2023 Subaru. Here's a ground ball to first, foul. Outside of Casas and the line, and it's 3-2. Yankees, who I think would be very well served to heed the trends in the game and get a little faster, more athletic. They're in Chicago with the White Sox. Scoreless after 2. The 3-2 is lined into left field, and that's a base hit. Michael Massey, who crushed the Red Sox in a summer series at Kauffman Stadium a year ago, has a base hit, just the 4th for the Royals. And he's aboard with one down. Joe told you, Tim Anderson suspended 6 games for that altercation at second base. Here's MJ Melendez, another left-handed hitter. He swings and misses. Big, powerful sinker, and it's 0-1. It's amazing how quickly the narrative on Anderson has changed. Think back to the Field of Dreams game a couple summers ago, 0-1 from Bayo, the pitch. Line drive, this is trouble into the gap in left center field. Refsnyder plays it very well. And because of that, Massey has to hold at second base. But here come the Royals, 2-1 with one out. I mean, Anderson is clearly a guy who embraces the spotlight, has a knack for the dramatic. Had the big game-winning hit literally into the corn after Aaron Judge had tied that game with the White Sox a couple summers ago. But talking to people the last couple of years, whether fair or not, the sort of the conversation around Anderson has completely changed. I don't think everything that happened this weekend will help him. 1 out, 2 on. Tying runs aboard for the Royals. Matt Beatty, another jam for Bayo. He throws. Left-hander fouls it off on the first base side.
This is the 4th inning out of 6 that they've had 2 runners aboard. But they're 0 for 5 with men in scoring position. Bayo bears down.
You know, for all the hand-wringing, justifiably, over the weekend about what the Red Sox did not do to stay in the playoff race, these games are pivotal against the underachieving Royals. The 0-1 is ripped into right field, but it'll hang up. And there to make the play is Duvall. Throws it back onto the infield. Even Michael Massey cannot advance. Another big pitch and a jam from Bayo. And they're 2 down. I shouldn't say underachieving. Nobody expected much of these Kansas City Royals. But the point is, for Boston, were the 3 games against the Royals totally disappointing? There's no question. But they got Royals, Tigers, and Nationals for the next 3 series. And a chance to really, in some ways, make up for what happened over the weekend. Here's Freddie Fermin, another big bullet to dodge for Bayo. 2 on, 2 out. 2-0 Red Sox here in the top of the 6th inning. Bayo throws in a soft ground ball foul outside of third. Surf and Turf is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get value pack beef T-bone or porterhouse steak and bags of raw shrimp. $6.97 a pound. You use the digital coupon, limit 2 packages. Save on the best of the land and sea. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. 2 on, 2 out, 0-1 to the right-handed hitting Fermin as a sinking fastball misses 1-1. If I were a wagering man, I would say that the Castiglione family has purchased either Surf or Turf in this week at Shaw's and Star Market. 1-1, line foul down the right field line.
Maybe get there tomorrow before the sale ends.
Your wife makes one of the great shrimp dishes I've ever eaten. And it's not that complicated, but somehow Jan's magic touch takes it to the next level.
You got the ricotta appetizer recipe.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Brian Bayo needs Jan's ricotta after that. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pitching out of a jam seems to be his specialty in the same way that surf, turf, and ricotta is Jan Castiglione's specialty. 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Where easy listening goes all electric. And we're taking your requests. Hello, caller. What can we play for you?
Hi, first-time caller, long-time listener. I'd love to hear something with an easy driving beat.
Coming right up.
Woo!
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. We go 2-0 Red Sox. Justin Turner, Ralphie Devers, and Adam Duvall in the Herb Chambers batting order. Turner, who has embraced this city in so many ways, including his walk-up music to lead it off. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. As Turner takes down and in. Curveball for ball 1.
Andrew Vaughn of the White Sox just did a 2-run homer off Garrett Cole. 2-0 Chicago leading the Yanks in the 2nd.
You hate to hear it. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit low. Ball 2. I can always judge the Yankees score by your countenance.
The tone of my voice.
That, by the way, is one of my favorite things. The 1-1 to Turner. Very close, but a ball. 2-1. It is so true that I've had the great joy of experiencing this, where so many people say one thing about Joe. The 2-1 pitch to Turner is swung on a miss, and that is, you absolutely can tell who's winning a Red Sox game literally within 10 seconds by the tone of your voice. I think it's particularly true on days like yesterday. Here's the 2-2 outside.
For the end of the game Saturday.
Can we not revisit that?
My old partner Bob Starr used to say of me, he said, it looks like he's been harpooned.
Here's the 3-2. A swing and a miss by Turner. He's harpooned. There's one away. That'll bring up... I never heard that. Oh.
Yeah, we're in Chicago. The Red Sox had the game. Tying run at third and 2 out, and Jody Reed hit a bullet. Bobby Thigpen caught it. Bob Starr looked over at me. He said he was laughing even though the Red Sox lost. He said, my partner looks like he's been harpooned.
It's one of the many reasons the people of this great city love you. As Raffy fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1. Here's the thing. We are impartial, largely.
We're objective, but not impartial.
Yeah, our jobs are more fun when the team wins. There's no question about that.
And we want them to win.
Here's the 0-1 to Devers. That's a pop-up into shallow left field. Garcia, Witt, and Blanco come together. The left fielder Blanco makes the play. And they're 2 down, but we do want them to win. It's everything in this universe of our broadcasts and everything are more fun when they do. Everybody's in a better mood.
So if you're doing a network broadcast, it's entirely different. I remember Joe Buck telling me once, he said, we know the Yankee fans are going to hate us and the Red Sox are going to hate us.
Isn't that the truth? As Duvall takes outside ball one.
Believe me, guys like Joe Buck are always impartial in those cases. They have to be.
But it's true that almost every fan base will find something that bothers them. 1-0 to Duvall. He fouls it towards Joe. Man, that went into the booth, 2 to our right. I think that really buzzed the tower in the Royals radio booth. And it's 1-1.
Steve Stewart got out of the way, I think.
2 down in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Duvall takes a strike on the inside corner. But let it be said that it is much appreciated that we can say definitively we love it when the Red Sox win. We tell the truth when they don't. And our jobs are not in jeopardy either way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brangens throws and Duvall swings and misses at a changeup. He is gone.
This kid's good.
He really is. He's got electric stuff. 2-0 Red Sox after 6 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the 7th inning we go. Brian Bayo to continue in the game for the Kansas City Royals, who trail 2-0. Nelson, Drew Waters, Dairon Blanco, and Kyle Isbell in the Herb Chambers batting order.
7 innings, his longest outing, which he's done 5 times.
Thrown 81 pitches tonight, but he's been in and out of trouble. This Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. Drew Waters, left-handed hitter, takes outside ball 1. Surf and Turf now on sale at Shaws and Star Market today through Thursday. Value pack beef, T-boner, porterhouse steak, and bags of raw shrimp, $6.97 a pound. Here's a little looper, foul side of third. Raffi making a great attempt at it. Comes up a little short on a foul ball. That was as good a try as you could possibly have. These Red Sox players know the importance of this game. Just out of his reach, it's 1-1. One of the burdens of our great friend Ben Charleston over the last 5 years has been to keep me up on drops. The advertising reads that we say during these innings. And I can tell you that over these years I've frustrated Ben so much as a changeup misses outside 2-1. I get too caught up in having fun with Joe and talking about things that most people care very little about instead of doing the things that I'm supposed to and reading the drops as the 2-1 pitch is fouled back. And We have a 1 week left with Ben Charleston.
He's been great.
He's off to greener
Awesome
pastures. And I'm going to miss Ben a lot. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's a thankless job, Joe. I mean, you're back in the studio. It gave me a real perspective on it when I hosted the pregame show and the postgame show back in 2019. Now, you're at Fenway Park or you're out on the road and you get to see and feel and live these games. 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off. There's so much that goes on in the background to make these games happen, and Doug Lane is part of that. But Ben back at the studio for all of these years toils away deep into the night.
All alone.
All alone. That's it. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back. A fastball. It stays 2-2. And we always thank him at the end of games, but I don't think that goes far enough to sort of underscore the amount of his life that he's committed to these broadcasts. The 2-2 is a little bit low with the slider. Like, he sits there in the studio, gets us ready before the game. He rolls in the manager's interview, which oftentimes happens, 3, 4, 5 hours before the game as the 3-2 pitch is flied into left field. Yoshida, routine play back to his right. He makes the play. There's one down. He is grabbing audio from Alex's media availability with the writers. He is recording spots with you and with me. He is programming the pregame show, which often includes a lot of different personalities. He's catering to all of their different desires and wishes as Bayo facing Dairon Blanco. Misses outside with a slider, ball 1. And as someone who once hosted that pregame show and now is here in this booth, he just has such a perfect touch about how to manage all these things. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Because oftentimes, Joe, you and I are talking about other things, either during the game or before the game or between breaks. And Ben has a wonderful way with a delicate touch of sort of recentering us. The 1-1 is a little bit outside, a sinker, and it's 2-1.
And listening to us, picking up facts, responding to some of our comments with audio.
And ignoring most of the stupid things I say. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses a little bit inside, and it's 3-1. So I just want to say to Ben here and now, we'll do it again. Thursday, he's going to be here with us at Fenway. We will do more next Monday, his last day. The 3-1 is swung on and fouled. Sinking fastball, it's 3-2. But it is worth saying, in this airspace to which Ben has contributed so greatly over these many years, that it just would not have been as good and, most importantly, as fun without him.
We appreciate everything he's done.
3-2. Swinging a little, ground ball on the first base side off of Bayo's glove to Casas, who flips to Bayo, covering at the bag. That was brilliant. Bayo tried to make the play himself. It clipped off his fingertips. Casas reacted to the reflection, and he made the play covering, did Bayo, on a great lead from Casas, and they're 2 down.
He really sprinted, too. He's going against one of the fastest guys in the game.
That was fantastic. So now 2 down for Isbell, and before that, a meeting at the mound, which almost always tells you that the Red Sox are doing 2 things. One, they're buying Bayo a little extra breath. Bayo just picked up the rosin bag and threw it at the chest of Pablo Reyes. That tells you he's feeling okay. But they're also buying a little time for the bullpen. 96 pitches thrown for Mr. Bayo. Here comes Kyle Isbell.
Oh, we asked Alex if there's an inning limit on him this season. He said no. We'll give him an extra day rest or 2 when he needs it, but he's in good shape right now, Alex said.
2-0 Red Sox, 2 down in the 7th as a sinker to Isbell is a strike on the inside corner. I just find it always a little bit conflicting with people like Ben, who we love so much, as the 0-1 is swung on and fouled off. You miss them, and we will for sure, but you just also feel good that he's off to pursue something that he's passionate about, and we wish him all the very best. 0-2 with 2 down, the bases clear. Bayo throws. Swinging a shot inside the first base line past the tarp and into right field. That is a play by Duvall on the carom, and oh my, is Bell flying into second base. It almost looked like Duvall was surprised that he was thinking second base, and because of that, it's a hustle double, which draws some boos at Fenway. And the Royals have a man at second base with 2 down, and that is going to be the last pitch thrown by Brian Bayo. Well, a little too much of that this year. Defenders caught off guard. So a runner in scoring position. Great effort. 99 pitches thrown by Bayo. He is laughing with Alex Cora on the mound. And Josh Winkowski is on to clean up a mini jam here. Great hand for Bayo. He departs 2-0. Runner at second base with 2 down in the top of the 7th. Back for more at Fenway after this in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
New England. It's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealer's Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealer stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Winkowski is on the bullpen. He really escaped a huge jam his last time on the mound. He'll love to do the same here. 2-0 Red Sox. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill the Drive sales event. As Winkowski comes on, we do owe you the results of our poll question at Sox Booth, the Diesel Direct question of the day, brought to you by Diesel Direct, reminding me to stop wasting time at the pump. Get on-site fuel with Diesel Direct. So earlier today, we asked whether you agree with Alex Cora's assertion that Shohei Ohtani is currently the greatest athlete in the world. 73% say yes. Check in with us at Sox Booth on Twitter every night for our Diesel Direct question of the day. So here we go with Winkowski, who really did a fabulous job striking out a couple in his last time on the mound. And now trying to keep the Red Sox ahead by 2, the right-hander, with Bayo now in the Red Sox dugout. Facing Maikel Garcia, the Royals' leadoff man. Fires a sinker on the outside corner. Garcia cannot check his swing, and it's strike 1.
I think best athlete I've ever seen played for the Kansas City Royals.
I know who you're talking about. Were it not for a hip injury, what could he have done in both baseball and football?
Bo Jackson.
0-1, the pitch is fouled back. What made him so great, Joe?
Speed, power. I mean, he hardly played any baseball. He gets to the big leagues in such a hurry. And put on a show, leading off an all-star game with a home run. This goes on and on of the things he did.
Remember when he climbed the wall with his spikes to make that play?
Throw out a runner from the left field wall at home plate on the fly.
0-2. A little bit outside.
He didn't pitch, but probably could have.
I think that's why people are starting to talk about Ohtani in the way that they are, because he does both things. And those of us who are around baseball know that there are aspects of this game that are as athletic as anything anyone could do. 1-2 on the pitch. That is just outside of the cutter. When you consider the fact that it's hard enough to be a great hitter, and it's very difficult to be a great pitcher too. When you combine those things and do them at the same time, it really is otherworldly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. I guess the people in Orange County can only hope, if it is the case, as it so likely seems, that Ohtani will depart, they won't have an 86-year curse.
You know, today, Bo Jackson is a world champion archer.
Surprises me zero. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2-0 Red Sox in the 7th pitch. Little looper in a shallow right field, and that is down for a hit. Kansas City gets on the board. The misplay by Duvall in right field gives the Royals a run, and with 2 down in the 7th, it is 2-1. Joe, I don't know whether Duvall thought maybe that ball was foul on the first base side, but it was such a bizarre reaction by him. That was a really good pitch there by Winkowski. Nice job by Garcia to go down and get it, but because Duvall did not react quickly to the ball down the right field line, that produces a run for the Royals. Now they got the tying run aboard with 2 down. Here's Bobby Witt Jr., who takes a cutter outside, ball 1.
11-game hit streak for Miguel Garcia.
Who is basically what they hoped, at least, Adalberto Mondesi would be. Flies around, very talented player. 1-0 Witt. Takes outside, ball 2. You hosted a panel with Bo Jackson down at Flash Gordon's golf tournament.
With Flash and Charlie Manuel, Joe Flash's manager with the Phillies.
2 balls, no strikes.
And Mariano Rivera.
Pitch. Shot into the right center field gap. Over into his left. Ref center. He will not get there. This is into the triangle. And this is going to tie the game. Garcia tears around third base. He scores. It's a double for Bobby Witt Jr. And it is 2-2 at Fenway.
The hope was that ball had bounced into the bullpen. No luck there. Bobby Witt Jr., really one of the rising stars in this game. After he hit his 20th home run to become the first player ever to have 20 home runs and 30 steals in each of his first 2 years in the big leagues, Cooperstown took his bat. He said it still had a lot of hits in it.
That will definitely
There's no one that's pretty good, too.
No kidding. It's working just fine as Dave Bush comes to the mound. Look, it's not something that's going to show up in the box score. It's a subtle thing. But how many times in 2023 have we said that a weird play defensively, a lapse in thought or otherwise, has really harmed the Red Sox? And Adam Duvall went over to that ball down the right field line and just took way too much time as Michael Massey takes a cutter outside for ball when he was absolutely stunned that the runner was headed to second.
And what a shame for Bello, who worked out of so many jams and now gets a no decision.
And now the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 down in the 7th. Winkowski throws, and a cutter misses inside. Then it's 2-0. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Jim Brown, the great multi-sport athletes. Two 2-0 to Massey. Pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Didn't Andre Dawson? No, Dave Winfield.
Oh, yes.
Got picked in what? 4-3 major sports. Amazing. 2-1 the pitch. There's a shot into left field. Back into his left. Yoshida, he's there to make the play. And the inning's over. That was loud contact in the 7th. But Massa makes a really nice running grab to keep this game tied. It's stretch time at Fenway. 2-2. Sox and Royals on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Where easy listening goes all electric and accelerating is
Easy peasy.
BZ4X. Toyota, let's go places.
From food security in Senegal to protecting forests in Panama, Peace Corps environment volunteers work hand in hand with welcoming communities worldwide. Are you ready to step up for the planet? Visit peacecorps.gov/bold.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
To the bottom of the seventh we go. Tristan Casas leading off. He swings at a ragged slider, and he misses over the top of it, and it is 0-1. Casas is lined out to right and grounded out to first. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. Then it's 0-2. That's 95 pitches thrown by this really impressive left-handed Kansas City starter. Chris Martin is throwing in the Red Sox bullpen. Get you caught up on the Subaru New England scoreboard in a moment as Casas calls time. Don't miss out on a Subaru summer. Make the most of the summer. In a brand new 2023 Subaru. Overhead wind, the 0-2. And it's down and in. Slider. Ball and 2 strikes to Tristan. Blue Jays have gone ahead of the Guardians 2-0 in the 8th inning. White Sox 2, Yankees nothing. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 97 miles an hour.
10 punch shots. This kid is really good.
Yes, he is. Impressive stuff on display. So Casas is gone. And here comes Luis Urias. First pitch to Luis is a fastball that misses inside for ball 1. Every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season. Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should. Urias takes a changeup for a ball, and it's 2-0. 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox and Royals tied at 2. 2-0 pitch is ripped foul down the left field line. Off the bat of Urias, and it's 2-1. If you need a ride after the game, take the free Fenway shuttle to Encore Boston Harbor. Pickup located on David Ortiz Drive, across from Gate A. For more information, visit encorebostonharbor.com/Fenway shuttle. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Really, if there were more poetry in the world, the David Ortiz Drive would be like directly located behind the visiting bullpen as Urias takes a changeup low, 3-2. Well, I mean, we do what we can with the roads that offer us an opportunity to be named. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul on the first base side. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
1 down, bottom of 7, tied at 2. Urias, the batter. The pitch is a check swing. He definitely went around. He is rung up. And Luis Urias has struck out 3 times.
It's getting better and better.
He is so impressive. What a difference can make.
They're going to take him out.
One arm like this to your whole organization. I mean, they're protecting him 104 pitches. He's hurling a total gem.
Their bullpen not the same after they traded their 8th and 9th inning guys. Carlos Hernandez has been their best, multi-inning sort.
Right-hander Whitgren going to come out of the bullpen, 2-2, 2 down in the 7th. Tell you all about him. Raggins all smiles, and why not? He was awesome tonight. 2-2, 2 down, bottom 7. Pitching change at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers. New England, it's time to get out there in a built Ford tough truck, and it starts at your New England Ford dealers' Discover Summer Sales Event. From the detail-oriented F-150 to the all-new Super Duty, there's no surprise why F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight, are the best way to make this summer one for the books. With your New England Ford dealers stocked with fresh inventory, now's the best time to discover summer in a Ford. Claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Bottom 7, Pablo Reyes, who's had a very nice night on both the defensive side and at the plate, to bat with 2 down and the bases empty against the new Kansas City Royals pitcher, Nick Whitgren, who comes into his 25th game with a 5.54 ERA. Reyes, and if he can continue the inning, then Connor Wong. I just want to say before the end of this 7th inning that because of my now awareness of the suspension given to Kevin Brown, the great broadcaster for the Baltimore Orioles, I went back and watched the clip in question, the pregame open that talked about how great it was that the Orioles have won more games this year than the last 2 combined, as Reyes takes a strike on the inside corner
at Tropicana Field, right?
And he was celebrating and lauding the successes of this year's team. And the thin skin that it's required to make that choice is totally laughable. The 0-1 to Reyes misses outside. I mean, it's just absurd that they would make that decision.
They're doing it on the field without good ownership.
1-1 to Pablo Reyes. Here's a chopper foul outside of third. You sort of reserve judgment when you hear these things until you actually watch the video of what was said. It was a normal open that talked about they've won more games than they had in previous years. For that to get under the skin of the Angelos family,
and reprimanding announcers for talking about former Oriole players
is absurd.
No longer with them.
And I think they should be shouted down again and again. 1-2, the pitch is strike 3 called on the inside corner. We are honored and thrilled to not be managed by people who think that way. We go to the 8th inning, 2-2, Red Sox and the Royals in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Go to the 8th inning in a 2-2 tie. Kansas City and the Red Sox knotted at 2. The third Red Sox pitcher is Chris Martin. Winkowski faced 3 batters, gave up 2 hits and an inherited run. He's charged with a blown save. Martin, who's been so good, will go up here in the 8th inning against the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Leading off will be Melendez in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. So Martin gets the ball. He last pitched on Saturday, 2-1 with a 1.53 ERA, his 39th appearance. Well, I think most broadcasters of baseball are commenting on that situation where the Oriole ownership suspended an announcer for presenting some facts, which actually were favorable to the Orioles. Kevin Brown. I know the Mets, as you just heard, discussed it on their television. Here's Melendez, who singled 3 times and he swings and misses.
Just makes no sense. He was celebrating this year's team.
It's always been a very unpopular ownership in Baltimore, the group that has it. 0-1 to Melendez, who singled 3 times. The pitch is up and away.
I mean, God knows I can be too opinionated at times and maybe blur the lines about things I shouldn't talk about, but that's not what this is at all. The guy's just presenting the facts.
The 1-1 is in there for a strike at the knees.
He said the Orioles have won more games this year at this ballpark, which you and I know can be a house of horrors for every team.
Tropicana Field, sure. Time granted the hitter now. Melendez, who has 3 of their 8 hits, backs out. Left-hand batter's been tough on the Red Sox.
I'm just going to quote what he said. The Orioles had gone 3-2 at the Trop this year after winning 3 of 18 the previous 3 years combined.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Martin threw a high heater by him at 95. Located that one well.
And according to a report in Sports Illustrated, it was the owner, John Angelos, who took exception to
that figures
Kevin's comments. And by the way, he's the same guy who, when pressed by the local media about their plans to stay and renew their ownership commitments to Baltimore.
Check swing foul out of play by Beatty.
Did not exactly cloak himself in glory with comments, so it just... that just makes absolutely no sense. And I'm here to stand with Kevin and say, again, thank goodness that kind of thing does not happen here.
Pitch is inside.
11 strikeouts. Reagan's threw 104 pitches.
Like, it'd be the equivalent, Joe, of you saying on Sunday evening, well, the Red Sox, who won their first 7 games against the Blue Jays this year, have lost 3 against Toronto.
A fact, ground ball bounced to first, grabbed on a second hop by Casas, underhands of the pitcher for the out. 3-1 on the out, 2 men down. 2-2 here in the 8th inning.
You said the right word. It's not even censorship. It's pure insecurity.
Yeah. The town's all excited about the Orioles. Have been in first place. 3 games in front of Tampa Bay, 70-42. He puts a damper on things there. Here's the pitch to Fermin, and he takes a strike over the outside corner. Fermin grounded out 5-3, bounced into a 4-6-3 double play and struck out.
What a fun team they have, too. I mean, young stars.
Great bullpen. And the pitch home is outside. I mean, there's a strong case to make their closer the Cy Young winner.
No question. Adley
Batista.
Rutschman and Henderson and other guys showed up in these like neon jumpsuits the other day. They do the sprinkler celebration when they double.
Very good patient manager who endured all those tough years, swing and strike. Brandon Hyde.
Isn't that the hard thing to figure? These should be the halcyon days.
Pretty your own product, really. In that case, 1-2 to the right end batting for Mean, who's 0 for 3. Strikeout and a double play among them. Chris Martin deals, and a foul straight back and out of play. Red Sox will have Wong, Refsnyder, Yoshida in the bottom of the inning. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show after the game. Save on action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul pop first base side behind the dugout on the right side of the diamond.
Just like yesterday, I love that Alex Cora is going to Martin here. 2 for 1 game yesterday with Toronto, but this is a pivotal ball game for this team.
Bats have been quiet. They've had only 4 hits. Here's the pitch, and it swung on a little fisted, soft little pop grab by the second baseman. Urias just to the right of the bag, and they go 1-2-3. Chris Martin once again very effective after 7.5. Sweet Caroline time here at Fenway. We're tied at 2 on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
After school time can be chaotic, but it can also be a chance to keep the learning, creativity, and fun flowing. Thankfully, Dollar General is here with a winter before dinner pairing that busy parents can feel good about. Mott's and Crayola. Create fridge-worthy moments and nail snacks and creativity time with everyday savings on Mott's applesauce and juices, plus Crayola crayons, markers, and more. Nutritious snacks inside the fridge, their latest masterpiece displayed on the outside. It's after school made awesome. Find them at your DG.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match, only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Hey, Rob Bradford here. I have set out on a mission with my good friends at FanDuel to prove what I have known for some time. Baseball isn't boring. Now I have a daily podcast to prove it with some of the most notable people in the baseball world, screaming baseball isn't boring from the mountaintops, or at least agreeing to come on our show. Players, managers, GMs, and yes, even the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred. It has been a constant wave of baseball's most powerful voices. So join the revolution. Subscribe and soak in Baseball Isn't Boring. Listen on your Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll be glad you did.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here we go down to the bottom of the 8th at a tie ball game, 2-2. Ran Bayo, who was so good, gets a no decision. He's grounded all these base runners, and we're going to get Jared Duran to pinch hit here. Jansen warming. He'll pitch the 9th inning. Probably as the Red Sox have a big rally here. The pitch to the left-hand batter is fisted over the mound, charged by the shortstop. Nice scoop. What a play by Bobby Witt to get him. Oh, he got rid of that ball so quickly with those fast hands for the out. Duran bounced it over the head of Whitgren, the pitcher, and crossing over to the right side of second base and into the grass. Bobby Witt grabbed it. He hardly had that ball for half a second and got rid of it quickly. So here's Verdugo now. He'll pinch hit for Refsnyder. Duran was up there for Wong, who had struck out and had an RBI double. Verdugo returned yesterday at 3 hits after he was benched on Saturday. The pitch is low ball 1.
That's speed on speed, isn't it? Witt getting Duran.
2 of the fastest runners in the game. Well, it was a base hit when it left the bat, but he got there so quickly. It's how fast he got rid of it that was even more impressive, the pitch. And that is a strike at the knees, a low strike call by Marley, the home plate umpire, who's not had many squawks tonight. His batting for Refsnyder was 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch home, and it swung on it high to right field, but not going to carry too far. Waters comes on, makes the catch in medium depth right. And Whitgren, who got the last out of the 7th, has recorded 2 quick outs here as Yoshida comes up in the Herb Chambers batting order. The attendance, 32,732, brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Yoshida singles, get a sac fly, and struck out, and he takes a strike. Whitgren, most of his career with Cleveland. Also has been in the Yankee organization. The 0-1 delivery. And it swung on and fisted foul on the ground of the backstop.
By the way, with all the consternation around this Red Sox team, you can say definitively that the decision to bring in Chris Martin was a 100% smashing hit.
He's been sensational. 0-2. Here's the pitch, and he takes a sinker low and away. So McGuire will catch. We'll see the Red Sox keep Duran in the game. 1-2 pitch. Swing a hard ground ball, but at the second baseman. And Massey fires to first for the out. What a quick inning that was. We go to the 9th, tied at 2 on the Shaw's in-Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
What makes an occasion special? Does it have to involve a birthday, anniversary, or promotion? Or can it be that first juicy bite of a perfectly cooked burger, shared over laughs with good friends on a warm summer night? Sounds pretty special to us. Together, we bring more. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Oh, sorry. Now, new alignment in the outfield. Duran stays in to play left. Adam Duvall goes from right field into center field, and Verdugo will pinch hit and flied out, stays in to play in right field. And the new pitcher is Kenley Jansen in a 2-2 ball game. Of course, you use your closer in a 9th inning at home with a tie because there's no safe situation possible. And McGuire now catching. So he'll hit in Yoshida's spot. Yoshida's out of the game, which does make sense because he made the last out, especially with the zombie runner rule in extra innings. We haven't seen many zombies lately.
Speak for yourself.
I've heard they're hit records, but
McGuire catching it.
All right, here we go with left-hand batting Drew Waters leading off in the 9th inning. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Maserati of Boston, Millbury, and Maserati of Warwick. And the pitch to the left-hand batter is a strike over the inner half from Kenley. Alex said in the pregame he was kidding Kenley about having a week off pretty much. So the Red Sox struggling. There were no real closing situations over this tough stretch, losing 7 out of 8. The pitch. And he swings and hits a high fly to right field, not very deep, in 3 steps. Verdugo is there and makes the play.
I just hope when you get home tonight in your palatial estate in Marshfield, you're not singing She's Not There.
Tell her no. Here's Blanco now, the speedy left fielder's grounded out 5-3 walk, then hit a ground ball, was out 1-3-1, and he takes a fastball for a strike. That cut her over the inside edge at 93.
Little did I know when I studied the Spanish language and its literature in college how much it would come in handy in baseball. And little did I know how much my mother's schooling me in Motown and old-time music would help me with you.
Foul to the backstop. Well, you had a good teacher, Mom.
How was Flash the other day in Worcester? Flash Phelps.
He was great. Yeah, happy to be there. He loves Polar Park. He talks about it all the time on his Solid Gold Channel 73 show. He's been to over 200 minor league ballparks. Flash Phelps, whose dad played minor league ball, the Philadelphia A's system. 0-2 pitch coming. And a swing and a foul to the backstop. He just did get a piece of a high fastball.
Probably different generation than the tall tactician.
Connie Mack from just west of Worcester. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a foul to the backstop on a high fastball. This is the first outing since August 1st for Jansen.
Tells you how the team's been going.
That's why Alex is kidding about being on vacation.
What would happen if Alex Cora came out in a full suit and tie to manage a game?
With a top bat. Connie Mack. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball low. Salvi Perez, who's been bugging to play, as manager Matt Quadrado said he would, has a bat in the dugout. The last guy you want to see. Perhaps a future Hall of Famer. 1 out, base is empty in a 2-2 tie. The 1-2 to the speedy Blanco is grounded foul past the third base coaching box. And so the 4th Red Sox pitcher, Martin, was perfect in the 8th once again. Kenley 2-5, 24 saves, 27 save chances, 3.06 ERA. He may not have pitched for a week, but he's out there working early all the time. Here it comes. And he swings and misses. He blew him away. That was a cutter at 95. Bob belt tie in the outer half. 2 men down. And Isbell coming up. He lined to center. He fouled to the catcher. And then he doubled on the right field line. Ball took a hop, which was played well by Duran. But Duvall, that is. Duvall then in right field. But he hesitated, and Isbell took second and later scored on a bloop hit, their first run. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. That was a slider.
St. Pucci threw to Travis d'Arnaud to earn his 400th career save.
I was in Atlanta. Red Sox probably played their best ball against Atlanta this year. The pitch. Check swing outside. That's why that 2-game sweep here seems so pivotal. But hasn't gone too well since then. Time to rebound, though. This is game 112. The 1-1 pitch. There it comes, and a foul to the backstop, so there are 50 games left after this one. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show after the game. Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Royals 2, Red Sox 2, with 2 out, nobody on at the top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, Turner, Devers, and Duvall do. It's been a long time since the Red Sox have had a walk-off. Here's a 1-2. Strike called over the inside edge. Beautiful location on that 97-mile-an-hour cutter. A 1-2-3 inning for Jansen. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 2-2 the score, and the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Black Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blackislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Summer is a great time to get your yearly checkup. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you to schedule checkups for everyone in your family to help you stay healthy. Your doctor will answer any questions and make sure everyone is up to date on screenings and vaccines.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
75th pitch tonight brought to you by the Farmer Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as we honor the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this season. 2-2 bottom of the ninth, and hard-throwing right-hander Carlos Hernandez takes over. He is 1-6 with a 3.60 ERA, 1 for 3 in save chances. He throws over 100 miles an hour, and he is huge, listed at 6'4", 265, and that may be conservative. So here he is now to face Turner. Red Sox last walk-off, May 1st, the pitch. Taken high, ball one.
Isn't that amazing? They were the kings of the walk-off early.
Duvall a two-run homer, April 1st to beat Baltimore. Verdugo an RBI single, April 18th to beat Minnesota. Verdugo RBI single, 10th inning against Cleveland. Foul to the right out of play. That was on April 29th. And the last one, the third for Verdugo, May 1st. Verdugo solo homer, a walk-off against Toronto.
Raffy's going to send everybody home anyway tonight.
Red Sox would love that. Hernandez fires, and the fastball is in for a strike at 99. Hernandez first came up in the COVID season in 20. He is from Venezuela. Here's the 1-2, low and away with a slider. Last year had 4 different stints with the club, up and down. Could be a little wild. 2-2, swinging a fly ball right field, but right to Waters, and he puts it away for the out. Well, we'll see what happens if we go to extra innings. The bullpen is busy. Imagine it'd be Schreiber. We'll see. The Red Sox hope to end it here. Maybe Raffy can do it. He's grounded out to first, grounded out 5-3, and hit a fly ball to shallow left. Carlos Hernandez, a hulking right-hander, facing Raffy Devers in a 2-2 tie. 1 out, 9th inning, the pitch. Swinging a pop-up, foul, first base side. Will it get out of play? Fermin coming back on the track. It's into the seats. About 4 rows back. Ralphie golfed a low pitch. Hernandez has given up 5 home runs in 55 1/3 innings. Rafi will get another shot here. Whitman, an inning and a third, he was perfect with a strikeout. Hernandez, multi-inning sort of reliever, although he could close. The pitch, swinging a drive foul, third base side out of play. Manager Matt Quintaro told us before the game they don't really have a closer now that they traded their 8th and 9th inning guys away. It's a mix and match situation. But they think this guy has the stuff to take over that role with a little more experience. 0-2. Low. Bounced the splitter there.
Rafi, 2 at-bats in his career against this pitcher. One of them, a homer.
Will history repeat? We'd love to see it. Duvall on deck. Red Sox have had only 4 hits. Hernandez fires. Up and away for a ball. 2-2. That was 101. 101.
I remember a guy named Chapman who threw a pitch around that velocity.
And the Royals, Tommy Chapman, who has problems off the field with the Yankees, was a model citizen with them. 2-2. Swinging a line drive deep down the right field line, hooking toward the corner. It hits on the track. It hops into the seats for a ground rule double, and the winning run's at second base. Rafi could golf those low pitches. Had an uppercut swing and a slider and hit a rocket. So the winning run at second base. And here's Duvall, who had the Red Sox first walk-off of this season, as we mentioned, with a home run back on April 1st against the Orioles here at Fenway.
I guess maybe Kevin Brown should have been suspended for saying that Ryan McKenna dropped the ball that would have ended the game that day.
Yeah. That was the game. McKenna, the New Hampshire product, who's played well for the Birds of late. So a conference on the mound with Fermin the catcher and Hernandez the pitcher. That was another one that was ankle high, Rafi.
He is absurd on pitches that are just at the extreme bottom regions of even beyond the zone.
Duvall struck out 3 times tonight, but as the old saying goes, it only takes 1. 1 out. Winning run at second. Casas on deck. Hernandez fires. Foul to the backstop on a high fastball. He had a good rip. That was 101. Ooh. The Royals have one of the better defensive outfields, and they lead the league in outfield assists with 27. Waters has a particularly strong arm in right. 0-1. Hernandez works. Swing and a miss. Oh, he threw the high rider by, but 100. That was about a letter high in the inner half. Rafi at second. Second baseman pinched toward the middle against Duvall. First baseman wide of the line. The 0-2. Swing and a foul back above us and out of play. Duvall behind 0-2. Red Sox had a 2-0 lead, lost it in the 7th inning. 0-2-2 with a winning run at second, 1 out of the 9th, and the 0-2 pitch coming to Adam Duvall. Hernandez fires, swing and a miss at an inside fastball. He got him. That was 101. 4th strikeout for Duvall tonight. And the Red Sox have now fanned 13 times. So 2 down. It's up to Casas to extend it here or end it. And he will not get a chance because he will be intentionally walked, and they'll go to Urias, who was fanned 3 times. Casas said the hardest hit ball, line drive to deep right center that Waters grabbed. Had he not been there, might have been a home run. Now we'll get a pitching coach visit here. Urias, a right-hand batter, struck out swinging all 3 times. If we go to extra innings, they would have Isbell, a good runner, at second, and top of the order due. It means you got to face Bobby Witt again. And can we tell, is that Schreiber out there? I believe it is.
Yep.
Royals bullpen quiet. If we do go to extras, Hernandez has been a multi-inning sort, so Red Sox hope to make that academic with runners at first and second. 2 down in the 9th. If somehow Urias extends it without the game ending, Reyes would be next. The big right-hander is ready. The pitch to the right-hand batting infielder, check swing, he went around. High fastball up and in. 1-0-1. Raffy had the double. With 1 out after the strikeout by Duvall, Casas intentionally walked, and the 0-1 pitch coming to Luis Urias. Here it is. And a slider missing a little low. He does you a favor when he throws you a slider or a splitter.
Fastball looks totally overpowering.
Raffy's double came on a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the set and the pitch. And a foul to the backstop. Oh, that one was in a more hittable zone, although it was 102.
Yeah. Is anything hittable at 102?
For some big league hitters can handle it if it's located poorly. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Red Sox have left only 3 tonight, haven't had many scoring chances. Carlos Hernandez is ready. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, he checked the swing in time. He likes that high heater, about letter high on the inner half or just off the inner half of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 2-2 in the 9th inning. Deuce is wild for Luis Urias. Carlos Hernandez, huge right-hander, gets the sign. He's ready. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Threw another slider. Well, the runners will be going now, so on a base hit to left, where you don't automatically score from second in this park, Raffy should get a very good jump. Left field is not very deep either. They're all shallow, really shallow in the outfield. Runners ready to roll on the 3-2 pitch to Luis Urias. Carlos Hernandez is ready. He delivers. Check swing. Ball 4. Oh, he called it a ball. Wow. That looked like strike 3. And Cortaro can't believe it.
Oh, somebody's gotten ejected because he's arguing with the first base umpire. The manager of the Royals is out.
It was a high fastball. What'd you think?
I thought he totally went around.
I did too, to be honest about it.
I thought the bat went through the plate to the naked eye.
It was Vic Carapazza making the call. The bases will be loaded for Reyes. The Red Sox get a break.
Why am I out of the game? I didn't say anything. Man.
Unless they threw somebody else in the dugout. Cortaro's had his say with Carapazza. Getting another look here. Oh.
I mean, I thought it was more of a swing real time, but I still think he did go. I really do.
The Red Sox get a break, at least for the moment. Bases loaded for Pablo Reyes. Has really been their best offensive player tonight. A single, stole a base, run scored and a sac fly, a double, and a run scored and a strikeout. Carlos Hernandez ready. Runners lead at first, second, and third. The pitch. He bluffs a bunt and takes it high. Throw to third, and Raffy just does get back.
The old bases loaded safety squeeze with 2 outs.
But you got to beat it out, too, because they're 2 out. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Red Sox. And Pablo Reyes with a chance to be a hero. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners lead at first, second, and third. Raffy's the man that counts. Here's the pitch. Swing of the drive to left field, high and deep, toward the pole. It is a home run. It hit the pole. The Red Sox walk it off and a grand slam by Pablo Reyes. Can you believe it? His first home run as a member of the Red Sox. and the Red Sox win it 6-2. A walk-off grand slam. A high line drive that was hooking, but it clanked off the pesky pole, and the Red Sox have their first walk-off victory since May the 1st in a much-needed game against the Kansas City Royals, who were stunned. 6-2 Boston. Certainly an unlikely scripted. A single, a double, a home run for Pablo Reyes. 3 runs scored, 4 driven in, and the Red Sox walk it off. They snapped the losing streak at 4 with a 6-2 win over the Royals.
Did they ever need that? And Pablo Reyes had an unbelievable game. When he came down the third base line, Joe, he hurled his helmet. It basically crossed the first base line. He was greeted with showers at home plate, and that is an exhale moment. I don't know how he kept that fair. He knew it. I mean, he knew it right away, but the only question was, would it stay fair? It did, right off that pole.
Carlton Fisk pole. We're in the same spot that Fisk hit it. 1975.
Less body language, but still counts just the same.
He thought he had it all the way. He didn't have to try to steer it. And Pablo Reyes, his first home run as a member of the Red Sox. They walk it off 6-2. Can you believe it?
Hey, Joe, why would they ever wear anything other than the City Connect jerseys?
Exactly. 22-4 with the City Connect yellow jerseys on.
They'll be on. I will wager any amount of money they will be wearing them tomorrow. Tommy McLaughlin, get the detergent ready. They got to be cleaned up for tomorrow.
They got a break on the 3-2 pitch. And what a job it was. So we'll continue with the totals next on the Shaws in Star Market, WEI Red Sox Network.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Where easy listening goes all electric with your favorite hits like impressive style and intuitive touchscreen.
Easy peasy, easy peasy.
And smooth acceleration.
Easy peasy.
The all-electric BZ4X. Electric made easy beasy. Toyota, let's go places.
Odyssey's I'm Listening is our commitment to more mental health conversations. Here's Corey Taylor of Slipknot on getting the help you need.
When people feel like they can't get any help, that's when they isolate and that's when they hurt themselves. Find what works. If it's medication, it's medication. If it's therapy, it's therapy. If it's both, it's both. But don't be afraid to try both. You know, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you need help.
Talk saves lives. For more mental health conversations, visit imlistening.org.
Hi, this is professional football player Kirk Cousins. And a few years ago, I had LASIK at TLC Laser Eye Centers. TLC made everything easy. The procedure was quick and painless, and they made me feel at home. It's really easy to get started, so schedule your free consultation
right now. TLC Laser Eye Centers is offering 20% off LASIK when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes. Visit saveontlc.com. Must mention this promotion to be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off for both eyes on standard price of LASIK. Cannot be combined with any other offers. See details at tlcoffer.com.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is the Nissan postgame show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Red Sox win it 6-2 on a walk-off grand slam from Pablo Reyes. We will hope to check in with him in a moment. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show.
It was his